Yo, what is going on, everybody? Hopefully everybody is doing good. We are back. It's been a week since I've streamed, so sorry about that. But anyways, we are back, finally streaming, flying the 900ER from LA. Ooh, that's loud. LA down to Puerto Vallarta. It should be a cool little 2-hour 30-ish minute flight. Again, flying the 900ER. Haven't actually done a flight with the in 2024, but it's a 737. It's just longer, so shouldn't be too difficult to get it all set up and headed down there. So I appreciate you guys all stopping in. And yeah, how have you guys been for this last week? It's been like 7 days exactly. What's up, Aiden? Appreciate you stopping in, man. How you doing this evening? Mr. Azar's in the house. How you doing, my dude? Mr. Varun's in the house as always. How you doing? How you doing? Mr. Plains in the house. How you doing, dude? Appreciate you stopping in. Mr. Snaw's in the house. How you doing, Snaw? Mr. KV's in the house as well. Mr. James Pye's in the house as well. What's up, dude? Says finally today is the day I fly a plane. In real life, James, or like a what are you talking about, man? Well, I guess that's a good thing then. Congrats, James. Mr. Mason's in the house, man. Appreciate you stopping in. Loom, hello, you are here. Appreciate you stopping in, dude. Hizar says don't wait a week to go live again. We'll see. I might just go live again like next month. We'll see. What's up, Handle? Appreciate you stopping in, man. Benjamin's in the house. How you doing, my guy? Yo, appreciate you stopping in. Mr. Blue Porpoise is in the house. How you doing, man? Says wait, so the 2024 900 was cheaper than the 800? If you already had it purchased in 2020, yes. If you didn't have it in 2020, then it's still going to be pretty pricey, but you get a what is it, 60% discount, I believe, if you already owned it. But yeah, it was cheaper than the 800 to upgrade. What's up, Supremacy? Appreciate you stopping in. Rally's in the house as well. How you doing, Rally? Appreciate you hanging out with us. Mr. Miranda, how you doing? Hyper, appreciate you stopping in. Yoham's in the house as well. Mr. Loom says I'm to your right. You're the, which one are you? Are you flying Viva, or are you the Alaska Max over there? Looks like we got a couple of people flying today too, which is sweet. Miranda says I'm gonna do a 2 or 3 hour stream going from Miami to TJSJ. Nice, there you go, man. That should be fun. Blue says, are you still out of school? No, I went back to school what, 2 weeks ago now. But yeah, I've been back in school. What's up, Greg? How you doing, my guy? Appreciate you stopping in. Mr. Terrence coming in with 18 months says, yo, my guy. What's up, Terrence? A long time no see. Appreciate you stopping in. Go and spam those my guys for the 18 months. Appreciate you, dude. Mr. J, what's up, dude? Appreciate you stopping in. Caden's in the house as well. How you doing, my dude? Hopefully you're doing well. Hello, Vern, as well. How you doing, my dude? Mego says, what do you fly IRL? What's up, dude? A 172. That's the 172. But anyways, let's go ahead and get this thing set up. Again, I haven't done an actual flight with it yet, but I mean, it's a 737, so it should be fine. Sadly, we have, you know, the cockpit textures working. We got a light mod working on it. But sadly, the Boris sound pack hasn't found compatibility for this aircraft yet. I think he's been busy working on his IRL stuff, so he hasn't had time to upgrade it yet. So we are going to be rocking the default sounds, but I mean, they're honestly not that bad. But yeah, let's hop in this thing again. Flying LA down to Puerto Vallarta. It's gonna be, what are we getting on the time? 2 hours and 34 minutes. I say we get there in 2:20. So let's hop in and we'll get this thing set up. I'm also glad I kind of waited to stream this plane for a little bit too, because now the MCDU and EFIS panels and whatnot work on it. All right, cool. So let's go make sure everything's good to go. We got our speed brake lever down, got our parking brake not set because we're on shock, so that's fine. My cutoff switches are on the cutoff position. Throttles are idle. They're working as they should too. Flaps are up, gear lever is down, and then we'll go upstairs. My wipers left side and left side and right side are on the park position. So we'll go ahead and go battery. Let's go ground power, external power, or not external power, sorry, emergency exit lights. We get our left F fuel pump for the APU later on. We'll work our way up here. Let's go LE devices test. That looks good. We'll go IRS 1 and 2 to nav. And we'll get ourselves down here. I'm gonna get the panel up just a little bit, and we'll get my chime and seatbelts on. Cool. Window heat left side, right side can get turned on as well. I don't know what Alaska does for their hydraulic panel, so I'm just gonna leave it as it is. We'll get left pack auto, isolation valve auto, and right pack auto. Bleed can come on later. Cruising today is 33, so we're gonna set 33,000. 330. Dope. And then landing elevation today, we'll figure that out here in a second. It's Mexico, so I assume it's probably not ground level, but we'll see. And our strobe, our not strobe light, but we're on steady here on our position light, so cool. That works for me. Let our screens turn on while we're doing that. Let's go to the iPad. Let's go import data from SimBrief. We'll get it loaded up. What's up, Matthew? Appreciate you stopping in, man. How you doing, my dude? Mally's in there. So what's up, dude? Says question, my PMDG 800 be fuzzy and blurry when I do night flights. Any pointers? It's fuzzy and blurry. Like your textures or like the screens? Or both? For instance, I'm on my midwinter break, and on Wednesday I'm flying to Austin on the Delta A220-300. Nice, there you go, Aaron. That should be fun. I'm having to change my flights this summer for my overseas trip, just because of the actual air show. It's not publicly available to people until Friday, and that's the day we're leaving. So I'm now going to be flying on a, what is the altimeter? 3005. I'm now going to be flying on an A320, or it's not A320, A220-300, and then an A350 on the way back. But hey, that's okay. I was going to get on the Virgin A350 to Atlanta, then connect on a 319, but it works. We get on another 220. Should be fun. All right, cool. We got the altimeter set, my side, his side, and the standby. We got my flight director's left side and right side set up. Let's work our way down here. We do have some controllers online tonight, so let's go and see what we got. It's going to be tower on 20.95, so we'll set that 120.95. Nope, that gets switched over. Let's slide down here. And let's get my transponder code in today. We did get a PDC, so we got a 1323. We'll get that set. 1323. And we'll just put it to TARA for now. That's fine. Working our way down here, it's going to go GSX. Let's request some catering. Actually, let's see. Can I get Simbri first? I can. Sweet. Reset that. So let's go here. Let's go request catering. Dope. Let's go FMC. We got the correct nav data because I just updated it, and it's already about to expire in like the next 3 days. So that's great. Let's go LAX. Is where we're coming from. We'll get my GPS left side. Set that as my IRS position. We'll go routes. Throw in our origin. Flight plan request, sim brief, set payload, set fuel, and select route. We'll let that upload. Cool, cool. You might get upgraded to a Comfort Plus. That'll be nice. I was in the Comfort Plus area on the Breeze A220. It was not as good as Delta's, I'll tell you that. What's up, Jay? For 10 months on the fan club. I appreciate you, dude. It says 10 months, 2 more months before a whole year. I know, it's crazy. There's a lot of you guys that hit like the year mark or above now, which is insane to me. So I appreciate the support, man. Thank you so much, dude. Never says I'm joining you. Thank you so much, dude. Appreciate you stopping in. Hopefully doing well. Says I'm getting a plan. I'm getting a plan to go to a university for a degree of aviation, so that's exciting. There you go, Rally. That's what's up, man. What college are you looking at right now? Or you don't have any ideas just yet? All right, flight plans in. We're flying as Alaska 437 heading to Puerto Vallarta. That's fine with me. Let's go perf in it. ZFW gets thrown in. Reserves on board today. We're taking where is it at? There it is. 6.2. 6.2 gets thrown in. Costinix today we're rocking 19. That's low, but that's fine. 19 gets set. Cruising flight level 330. Winds up there are going to be 258 at 50. Throw that in. Execute. We'll hold the N1 limit. Departure for today, we're planning to take 24 left. They gave me 25 right. So we're going to throw in 25 right. Boom. We're going to be on the Panda 2. They didn't change that. So Panda 2 departure will get set. Boom. And then we're going to be on the OTA transition. Cool. Index arrival into Vallarta. We're taking... Let's do the... I don't have any good ones. We'll try this one out. I was hoping they had like some cool RNAVs, but oh well. And then we're going to descend Ober 1 Alpha, over transition, which is just part of the arrival. And that's all good to me. We'll go back to our legs page, route data, wind request. We'll get those winds thrown up and start the poo. And we'll let these guys board on outside. Dope. All right, AP spooling up. And we got them loading up the catering service. I've missed flying the 730. I don't know if it's just because I never have like really flown it a lot, especially since we switched to 2024, but dude, I miss this plane. What did I miss here? Mr. Vseth with the 28 months and Owl's getting scammed. Oh Lord. What's up? Appreciate you stopping in, Vseth. Hopefully you're doing well. Stan's in as well. What's up, man? Appreciate you stopping in. Since I haven't flown in the sim in like 3 months, I should jump in. Go for it, Stan. The more the merrier, my guy. I know one thing. I had like this whole week I had a break of flying. I was just not in the mood for doing flights. I'll get in the sim, maybe take some pictures. I flew the Gulfstream a little bit here and there, and then I was just playing different games. So it wasn't as long as you, but I had a little bit of a break too. What's up, Cole? So appreciate you stopping in, man. And 𝐓𝐸 says I'll be flying as Alaska 1237. Appreciate you, man. Thanks so much, my guy, for flying. Hopefully you've been well. Inside the cockpit, it's fuzzy, but like the outside looks normal. I would just say reinstall the airplane, dude. That's kind of weird that your cockpit would be fuzzy. Maybe it's like your anti-aliasing, however you say that. Maybe it's something to do with that setting that you have set, but I never heard of anybody saying their cockpit is fuzzy at night. That's weird. What's up, club? Appreciate you stopping in. And Aiden, how you doing? I'm doing good. Hopefully you're doing well. Asher as well. What's up, dude? Appreciate you stopping in. Mr. ED says, good afternoon. I'm flying to London tomorrow at a Delta 76400 MCO to Atlanta, and then a 330 Neo Atlanta to London Heathrow. Nice. You're getting 2 wide bodies for that. That's crazy. Yeah, I was really hoping that, I don't know if anybody remembers, because apparently it's been a while since they've done it. But Delta used to send 350s to Charles de Gaulle. So I was hoping for my summer trip I could do something to Atlanta and then Atlanta Charles de Gaulle on a 350 from their airline, but sadly I have to take Air France. But hey, I think Air France is pretty good too. But that's exciting, man. Hopefully you have a fun trip. How long are you staying there for? No. There you go. Crew. Cool. Anyway, to get the PFP3 McD working for this plane, update your Cement Pro. If you update your Cement Pro to the newest version, it should allow you to have it working. That's what mine did. Benjamin, what's up, man? Says I'm going to be going to South Korea tomorrow on a Delta 350 in real life, Ben? Or just in the sim? My bad. It's the best Mexican destination. Love it more than Cancun, to be honest. Enjoy your flight in the air. Appreciate that, club. I've never flown into here before, so we also didn't pick up the great payware scenery they have, which isn't that great, but should be nice. I heard the arrival's pretty good, or pretty cool looking. Matthew with the 10 bones, man. I appreciate you, dude. Says we got the Biscoffs loaded. I'll be row 1. Sounds good, man. Just go and throw them up in the cockpit. You don't need any. Just let me have all of them. Jay with the 2 bombs says, here's one. I appreciate you, dude. Go and spam those dollar signs for him as well. If you have the membership emojis, appreciate you, sir. You're going to do Norwegian 737 max outs from Oslo to, was that Tromsø to LYR? I don't know where that is. That should be fun. I haven't flown up there in a while. You're the Viva Loom suite. Wait, to my left? The Viva to my left? There's a Viva to my right, not left. Got a nice line of aircraft. Appreciate you all flying with us again. It's always fun having a conga line. You see the new Gulfstream electrical systems? I did. I really want to stream that. And what is going on with my alert box? Why is it like cutting the audio? But yeah, I really kind of want to stream that. I'm not gonna lie to you. The only problem with it is that it's just that cockpit, man. I just know if I stream that the whole time, people are going to be complaining about the cockpit. That's the only thing. We'll see though. We'll see. It's a fun plane to fly. I mean, I've been telling you guys before that if we can just get a Gulfstream that flies from point A to B and looks like a Gulfstream, it maybe has different systems, I would fly it, and that's exactly what it is. So I've actually been flying it pretty often, but we'll see if I stream it. What's up, Airplane? Appreciate you stopping in, man. Physical as well says thoughts on Sim Update 5. I'm not personally using it. I don't really like to get into betas until it's been like maybe a month or 2 of it being out, just because usually the betas break everything in terms of payware add-ons. So like right now I know Chase Plane's not working, a few payware airplanes aren't working, sceneries might have some issues, so I think it's pretty good. I've heard like, you know, the change log had pretty good things in there with performance and whatnot, but it's breaking all the add-ons like always, so I'm just gonna wait a little bit before I start trying it out. Morgan, what's up, man? Says, why did they make the 800 more expensive to update when the 900 then the 900? I find that funny. It's because that's the more popular airplane. I think that's a smart thing they did. If I was a business owner, make the plane that's more popular more expensive, and then this one, since there's not many realistic operators, it's a little bit cheaper. So I mean, that's the biggest thing. They know that everybody's going to want to buy that one over this plane or the 600. I don't know if anybody knew, but the 600 came out, what, 2 days ago, yesterday, something like that. Nobody bought that, which is sad. What's up, cool? Appreciate you stopping in. You can't fly tonight. It's all good, man. I appreciate you hanging out with us, at least in the chat. Mr. Tab, how you doing, man? Appreciate you stopping in. Yeah, everything works, Simmer. everything. I'm using the EFIS, the FCU panel, and the McDo, or the Boeing stuff. MCP, EFIS, and FMC. They all should work with the newest update. What's up, KK? How's your Valentine's Day? Mine's going well. Mine's going good too. I've been chilling. Did a flight in the 777 because I'm thinking about streaming that tomorrow. And then I've just been hanging out in the Discord all day, so it's been chill. Glad to hear yours is going well. What's up, Jay? $2 bomb again. Appreciate you, sir. Go and spam those $signs for him. Thank you, man. I live in the UK and the US, so I'm just going home until my airline training starts, so probably 2 months. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Nice. Okay. You might have told me that before. I just forgot. That's exciting, dude. Mangos is on the Headwind 330-900. Can I get Microsoft 2020 skin for it and it still work on 2024? Like a livery? You could try. I'm pretty sure they should work. It's no harm in trying it out. I have no idea. I haven't flown that plane in a while. I think they've done a few changes to it as well, so I don't know if that broke some things. All right, running off the APU gen now. Let's switch over to it. Make sure we're not gonna have any issues with that. All right, cool. And he's not moving all over the place. So we're gonna slide over here. Let's go. Boom. Ground ops, excuse me. Let's release the ground power because I don't like looking at it. And let's also go performance tool. Let's select runway 25 for departure because that's what they gave us. And it was 25 right, correct? Yeah, 25 right. So we'll throw in 25 right. Import our weight from the aircraft. Anti-ice is going to be off. AC is on. That's all optimum. Cool. Calculate. Oh, sorry. And calculate. Cool. All right, so let's go init ref. N1, we're looking at 50 on the select temp, 16 outsides as our ref. And then we want a takeoff 2D rate. I'm getting 89.0. That's what we want. Sweet. Let's go takeoff. Flaps for today are flaps 5. CG gets thrown in. I'm getting 24.1. That's correct if you round it. Winds today are going to be 270 at 7. So we'll throw that in. 270 at 7. We'll just throw in our acceleration altitudes and reduction altitudes. I'm not going to look at the chart. Again, don't copy me. I'm a bad example. Cool. And then slope for today is 0.0. So we'll throw 0.0. And get our new speeds in now. We've got 154, 155, and a 157. Those all got thrown in good. We'll set our V2, 157 in our MCP. 157 is set, good to go. Course off the departure is 251, so we'll tune that across the board. 251, heading 251. Oop, went the wrong way. 251, 251, and then set 3 times 251 here. Cool, that's all looking good. I got climb via correct. And Titus joining the 𝐂𝐲𝐬 fan club, man. I appreciate you for that, dude. Thank you, my guy. Hopefully you enjoy your membership emojis. All right, what did he do? 5,000, not via SID. So we're going to climb 5,000. So we'll set that. And AP bleed can start running now. Should have been 3 minutes, I think. Cool. All right, everything's set up. I'm ready to go. I'm just waiting for these guys to finish outside, and we're gonna get pushed. Dope. Hide this real quick. Cool. What's up, Ner? It's gonna be 2 hours and 34 minutes tonight. 2 hours 34 en route. Not too long. It's basically just following the coast all the way down, which should be pretty. What's up, that one guy? How you doing, man? Appreciate you stopping in, dude. Hopefully you've been well. And Eddie, I'm doing good, man. How you doing? I am chilling. And I appreciate you guys stopping back in. Sorry for not being live for a week. I just didn't feel like it. So I didn't go live. Metro says I went there back in 2001 to LA or Vallarta. I'm guessing you mean the Mexico airport. It seems pretty over there. I saw real pictures of the arrivals and like videos, but I don't know how good it looks in the sim. Zim says, how are you doing? I've got a big question for you. What is it? What is your big question you want to ask me? And Airtones, what's up, man? Appreciate you stopping in. Hopefully you're doing very, very good. Adam, how you doing, man? Appreciate you stopping in. Yeah, we do, Varen. I want to say he said he's working on it this weekend. I was in his Discord just reading the chat. I think he said he's working on it this weekend. He's just been super busy with all of this stuff in real world, so he hasn't taken the time to actually get it working. Jordan, sounds good, man. Sound good, my guy. All right, they're gonna come push us back. Music is coming off. Let's slide down here. Let's go and get my ground operations. I was already there. Parking brake is set with the red light. And let's go remove chocks. Cool. Let's go EFB. Let's go here. Departure runway is 25 right, so we'll figure out how we're going to get there. And then we're also going to need our SID today. We're climbing on the Panda 2. So we'll go SID, Panda 2. There we go. And that's all we'll need for now. All right, should be a quick taxi. Pushing out of Terminal 6 southbound on Charlie 7. And then I guess we'll just take Bravo to 25 right. We'll see how that goes. We'll go upstairs. Let's get my fuel pumps on. The damper can stay off for now. This is all looking good. Ping out the cabin alarm that we're getting out of here. Hydraulic pumps are coming on. That's all looking good. And beacon light can come on now as well. We'll slide over here. Ooh, getting stutters. Door is locked, so that's fine with me. We'll go ignition right. Did not see what this was before. That's pretty cool. It's like some checklists. All right. He's locking the gear, and I'm gonna have to see what we got to do for push here. I think it's push your discretion, but I might be wrong. Let's see. What's up, Rogs? How you doing, man? Appreciate you stopping in, my dude. He didn't say call for push. I don't think we really have to. Is there a guy over there? Yeah, he's right there. We'll just go straight back. I'll just not call him, and we can push. Swedish says, please don't call me. Are you Tower Swedish? Are you the one controlling us tonight?
That'd be the 22-0. We're looking for the push to start at the Charlie 7.
Oh. We got a test dummy.
Alright, Viva, call and push the ramp to your discretion. Calling for taxi.
Oh, cool. Parking brake released. Let's get out of here.
All engines clear. Start at will.
Are you the tower? I appreciate that, man. Well, sweet. We're getting out of your way then without calling.
Change of groove, we'll see you.
Quick little push out of here. Yeah, we're just gonna go straight back just so I'm not blocking everybody in the terminal. All right, so those go off. This guy goes open. AP bleed is on. Engine 2. Oh my gosh, a triple push. This is crazy.
Let's go 435 LA Tower.
You had a 2-hour date with a needle? Uh-oh. You have a surgery or something?
Let's go.
Hopefully you're doing well, then.
435. No flight plan on file for you.
All right, there's 25%. We'll add fuel. I'm just going to go ahead and tell it to stop us here, please.
Flight plan come through earlier for Alaska 475.
That is actually sick. Look at that.
If that's not me.
They got like a formation pushback going on right now. Oh, the elevation is sea level? Interesting. Okay.
Flight plan has been filed. Last consider 435.
Puerto Vallarta? Puerto Vallarta? Okay. I'm saying it wrong. My bad. We also have center fuel today, so we'll get that on. Parking brakes getting set. And that is a Hawaiian over there. Look at that. Hawaiian 330, it looks like. Cool, start valve's closed. Let's go ahead and get him to the closed position on the isolation valve. Right pack can go back to auto, ground at number 1. He says, doing good, looking for the release of that 700. That's what I'm waiting for too. My two biggest ones that I wanted after the 800 was the 900 and the 700. Just because those are literally the only other ones that airlines fly. I could care less about that 600. Somebody looks like they're flying the Gulf. Or the Gulf. There's 25, will add fuel. The big line of planes taxiing out. That's awesome. Look at us, bro. Just need that sound pack. I'm not like a hater of the default sounds that we got with this plane, but I've been using the Boris on the 800 recently. Ah, dude. Good morning from Asia. Good morning, man. Appreciate you stopping in. What livery is this? Who's the dev? It looks great. This is the 𝐓𝐨𝐷 from Hughes. This is his Alaska Airlines livery pack. It makes really, really good liveries. And what's crazy, this livery pack has 60 different regs. So we're actually using the actual reg that did this flight like 3 days ago.
northwest.
You could name a reg of Alaska Airlines for their 900s, and he probably has it in this pack. It's insane. There's so many liveries included.
4714.
All right, cool. 2 good starts. Let's go continuous. Gen 1, Gen 2. Work our way up. Y'all damper can come on. Let's check Gen 1. See if he flutters around. We're good. Gen 2. Nothing messing around there. Let's go stand by both sides. Work our way down here. Propy can come on. Keep going. Auto. That's already auto. AP bleeds off. APU off.
It's like 2 of you guys talking.
And we'll go flight control check. Full right. Neutral. Full left. Neutral. Full up. Full down. Right rudder. Again, my rudder's, you know, a little jacked right now, so it's not going to go full right or full left, but it's good enough so we don't flip over. That's fine with me. And flap set to position 5. Welcome back, Mr. Planes. Appreciate you stopping in, dude. What website do you use to find flights? Flight Radar 24. Flight Radar 24. You didn't hear that. I didn't say Gulf. What are you talking about? Ooh.
American 779.
Look at that. Nice. All right, we're gonna let this guy go past,
Cherokee 55 Juliet.
and then we're gonna start our taxi here. I don't know why he's here. What is going? Okay. All right, we'll spool it up and start taxiing off then.
Alright. Cherokee 55 Juliet left 360.
Left 360.
American 779 starting left 105. And sorry, station calling on final for 25 left to call something. Bring back to you got that giant
There you go.
that's on the parallel with you.
All right, auto brakes go RT on tax. I can come on here in a second.
Bring back to thank you. Maintain visual separation by 25 right clear to land.
But yeah, the sound pack doesn't work for this plane just because there's 2 different SDKs I think they're working with when it comes to their 2024 aircraft. So he has to update the sound pack to also work with this SDK for this plane.
25 left clear to land.
So game set to local time, it's not now. We're a couple hours behind. Also, looks like my brakes are slamming again. That's great.
Alaska 936 by 25 right taxi by Charlie.
What's up, Mr. Jack? Appreciate you stopping in. Possibly, yeah. I usually stream FNOs on Friday, so we'll see. But I'll be down too. Gotta wait for a minute here.
Cherokee 55.
Oh, that's 73. Sorry, I thought it was 60. It's 73.
2 o'clock westbound on final for.
Oh, is that what it is, Metro? I'm sorry, dude. Hopefully you get better sometime soon, man. VARTA. Porto Vallarta. I'm just gonna keep saying it wrong. What's up, Oliver? Appreciate you stopping in. Hopefully you're doing well. Got the Toontown livery. Alright, no, that's the Toys R Us one.
Aircraft Delta information, Sierra is now current wind 2509er, altimeter 3005.
No, not Toys R Us, Toy Story.
Alaskan 435 at Sierra, ready for press and start.
If you had to buy one or the other PMDG or the iFly, what would you recommend? I'm on the fence.
Alaska 435, LA Tower, pushing the ramp.
Give me a second here. See if I could get cut in.
Wilco 435.
Tower, Alaska 437 with Sierra, Charlie 7 taxi.
Alaska 437, LA Tower, 125 right, taxi by Charlie 7 Bravo.
25 right, Charlie 7 Bravo, Alaska 437.
Turkish 12 Echo Heavy, 125 right, line up.
Meant to say Toy Story, my bad. Alright, we'll spool it up. Tax lights coming on.
Alaska 66865 Alpha, runway reattack.
And I'll be best
Speed it up.
taxi runway 25 right.
Yeah, look at that. Is that a South African A350 or A340?
Do a 2208, follow the Alaska 739 after your nose 25 right.
But honestly, I think both are really good airplanes. It's just the difference is one's a MAX and one's an NG. So me, I personally like flying the NGs a lot more, but both are really good airplanes. So it's honestly just up to you when it comes to routes and airlines you're trying to fly. That'll probably be the determining factor in which one you would get. They're both really, really good.
I'll follow Viva 25 right at 643.
And what also doesn't help is nowadays a lot of airlines that have the MAX, they also have NGs and vice versa. So it really just depends on which one you want to fly. I think when it comes to default systems and default, I wouldn't say systems, but when it comes to just default art and sounds and flight model textures, all that stuff, I think iFly kind of wins. But other than that, I think they're both 737s, just if you want an NG or a MAX. Sounds good, Baron. Have fun with that.
Heavy runway 25 right, line up and wait.
I keep saying it wrong. Like Vallarta. I just give up. We're going somewhere in Mexico. That's what we're gonna start saying. You still use auto FPS? I started using it again, just to see if I still got all the stutters. But I mean, I am not using it right now.
American 9er pushing the ramp to your discretion. Call for taxi.
I just tried it a couple days ago. What's up, Dillock? Appreciate you stopping in, man. How you doing? 30 minutes and 𝐂𝐲𝐧𝐠 is taxiing. I got to start being on time. Oh my gosh. Appreciate you stopping in, Mastro. Hopefully you're doing well. Ooh, what is that? Was that triple? It is a Turkish triple. Look at that. Nice. There's a lot of planes out here today.
Next right turn, Charlie 7 Bravo 25 right.
Okay, Bravo, all right, last.
Turkish 12 KLAX departures offline for radio check.
The middle of that radio check. I'm taxiing at a nice measly pace here just because we have a line of planes up there, so just trying to keep our passengers happy and act like we're going somewhere. For all the people that's behind me.
Juliet, continue down the Gulf, then left turn, give way to a giant 777 and taxi to parking by Alpha. We'll see you.
Golf, give way to...
I don't know if I want to get that or wait for the A220. I think the A220 is probably going to be the next huge release we get for the flight sim. Just because so many operators have it. We don't actually have a good one in any simulator, I don't think. So I think that one will be really, really awesome to have. But honestly, that's another weird pick because you can honestly use that like a 737 just because a lot of operators have it now. Just like the 737, you can do basically a flight to every airport, and it's somewhat realistic. You can do the same with an A220. A lot of airlines are starting to run it like 7.3s. They're just so common now. And here's this guy saying radio check every 5 seconds. Get the new rudder pairs? I have not yet, Tyler.
Radio check 5x5.
I have not yet. I need to. I've been trying to mess with these still and just have them working for a little bit longer before I can either ask WinWing for some or just go ahead and purchase some.
Pushing the ramp to your discretion. Taxi.
But I got mine to kind of work again. What the heck? I got mine to kind of work again, but it seems like it's a software issue and not a hardware issue because like I've had it fixed and then I turn my computer on the next day and it's broken and I just have to recalibrate it and it works again. And then there's a day where it just doesn't work at all. So I don't know if it's hardware wise or, software wise, but just try to hold on to them for a little bit longer and then we're going to get some new ones. I need to at this point. Like how the guy added the jetway dirt to the plane's delivery next to the door. Oh yeah, Joey, looks freaking awesome, dude.
70 coming down.
All the 757s. A lot of them have that in real life. More than any other plane I see, which is kind of weird.
November 29er Bravo, wind 250.
Oh, it's great, Maestro. I still fly the 800 a lot more, but it's not a bad one.
Doctor, 6 takeoff on 25 right for Tina.
Look at that Gulfstream.
5 Super, runway 24 left full length, line up and wait.
Have you had any IRL flying embarrassing moments?
Virgin A, Yankee Heavy 1825 right, line up and away.
I probably have. I'm trying to think of something off the top of my head. It's probably been like when my instructor would tell me to turn left to a heading of something something and I turn right. Things like that, maybe. If I had to guess. Which ones are you using? The Thrustmaster TFRPs. Don't get them. I don't recommend them.
United,
They work, but they're very close together, so your feet are on them like this. And they're very cheap feeling for $100 and something, so I don't recommend them. That's what I use. They work, so that's why I'm holding on to them for right now.
Boston 435.
Davis, what's up, man? Since I did my discovery flight today, it was epic. Nice, dude. That's what's up, man.
American,
what plane did you fly?
25 right, taxi
You getting like a Piper Cherokee or like a 172?
Charlie 10 Bravo 25 right.
There you go, Simmer. Sweet. I was about to say, the last changelog in CMET-Pro was literally nothing but adding support for
I believe there's Alaska calling up in there for taxi.
739.
Affirmative, that was the last.
That's the 172, nice.
Holding at Bravo 1.
Alaska
Good old
435,
172.
LA Tower 25 right, taxi by Charlie 7 Bravo.
You got a lot of planes with us, man. I appreciate that. That's what's up.
United 1170 heavy after that. Alaska 73 passes behind you. Push on.
Very clear day in LA though. I don't like when the sun is shining directly in airports like this. And I think the textures look plasticky. That's fine. Oh, that's you in front of me? Sweet. Well, I appreciate you flying, man. You got the cool livery on my screen. I don't know if that's actually what you're flying or not, but you got the special one. It's going to be busy tomorrow at LAX because of the All-Star game. Oh, really? Oh. That might have been fun to stream that too. We'll see. Got those and returned them for the Logitech because I need it against the wall. Yeah. It's... The way I have mine set up right now, I kind of like wedged it in like my carpet and then I put like a little block behind it so it doesn't slide so easily. But yeah, these things, if you had it on like, you know, some slick tile or something, it's moving all over the place. I don't even think it has rubber bottoms. Like there's no way to just find support for it unless it's on a carpet.
United.
Just landed in Mexico City from Durango in the E190. You need to bring, you need to be doing some of those domestic Mexico ops one day. We probably can.
That'll be both right to left on
I wouldn't mind doing that because I actually did recently take some pictures in the E190 for a thumbnail, so I might do that sometime soon. Yeah, I did that for the Mexico City event. I thought there was going to be more planes. There wasn't many planes in that event, like at all, in the Mexico City one. What's up, Harley? How you been, man? Appreciate you stopping in.
5 right, taxi by Charlie 10 Bravo.
Clean this out here. Look at this. Just a row of airplanes. This is nice. Got that version 350.
Virgin A Yankee heavy departures offline frequency.
I am sad, I can't lie. I'm gonna see what I can do with these flights. But if we switch our flights for one day later, then I won't be able to get on that Virgin just because it doesn't have a flight that's open with good seats either. And the only one that has an opening for it is a like red-eye flight, and that's something we're not trying to do. It's like a really late red-eye flight. I think we land in Atlanta at like 11 something, and then we get to Dulles at like 2 a.m. or like 3 a.m. something crazy like that.
437 on a 25 right, line up and wait.
Sorry, T5 right, line wait, Alaska 437.
Come on, man.
Silly hours.
I was lapping.
Stop reading chat, dude. Focus.
I got mellow on me now too, jeez. Alright, let's get these guys on.
Los Angeles Charger, Canadian American.
This guy on, wingway on.
Taxi 25 on the right.
Let's see what we got going on.
Alaska 1430 LA Tower Square.
On the left hand side, let's get my LNAV and VNAV on. I bet they do, Ner.
Alaska 1430, thank you. Behind it, American 73 right to left on Bravo, at 25 right by Charlie 8 Bravo.
Nice, thank you, Dean. Appreciate you stopping in, man.
25 right, sorry, Alaska 4030.
Caught yapping. Yeah, I just completely stopped listening. I was invested in my Virgin Atlantic A350 story. My bad.
Alaska 936, departures offline, frequency change approved, see ya.
Advisory, yep.
LA Tower, Budapest.
Alright, sparking up some good set.
1351 on nav of runway 24 right.
Alaska 1351 LA Tower, just to confirm your 24 right, you should be lined up
exclamation
25 left.
specs. So add an S to that and you should get it.
24 right, we're in RNP 24 right.
Oh, what the? He's flying backwards.
Yeah, Alaska 1351, roger, continue approach.
Okay. That was interesting.
Continue approach 24 right, Alaska 1354.
Said 𝐕𝐄𝐑𝐓𝐈𝐂𝐀𝐋𝐒𝐈𝐌.
Alaska 437, wind 250 at 9er, RNAV to Docker, runway 25 right, clear for takeoff.
RNAV Docker 25 right, clear for takeoff, Alaska 437.
Viva 2208, runway 25 right, line up and wait.
And we'll line up 25.
There's 40.
Right.
You stable.
Viva 22.
Okay. It's not as good as that Boris, man. Oh well. Not bad sounds. Alright, that's thrust set. Airspeed's alive. There's 80 knots, back pressure's released.
Tower net 1170 already back to here.
At 1170, heavy runway 24 left taxi by Charlie Lima Echo.
Charlie Lima Echo, you had 1170.
LA Tower,
And we gotta get a flyby.
Ready to taxi.
So the 2253, the 24 left taxi by Delta 9er Echo.
Delta 9er Echo, 2253.
Okay, that was weird. Pause right here. I think Chase Plane's newest update has a little bit of a bug there. I've noticed that's like the 5th time it's done that.
Alaska 437, departures offline, frequency change approved, we'll see ya.
Frequency change approved. Thanks for being on Alaska 437.
Alaska 1351, wind 250 at 9er, runway 24 right, clear to land.
This is on runway 24 right, Alaska 1351.
Alright, start over to AP.
Area C90 requesting
Get this back in. Let's go and slide over to Unicom 122.8.
Polaris 89.
There we go. And we're gonna go flaps 1, switch up flaps 1. Look at that, man. Pretty departure out of here. I will say he did a really nice job with the wing textures, dude. That looks really, really cool. I think it's only in certain lighting though. In other lighting configurations, it looks weird. All right, music's or sound's coming down. Music is coming back up. And flaps coming up clean. T14 gets set on the heading. Cool. Look at all the boats down there too, dude. That looks sick. LA traffic, Alaska 437 just depart out of LA straight out to the west heading southbound. LA traffic. That looks really, really dope. I don't know what they're doing. They're kind of just like what is he doing? He's just spinning in circles, but hey, I mess with circles. That's pretty. All right, cool. Let's zoom this thing out. We got 5,000 initially. We're cruising at 3.3, so let's go ahead and tune 330. 330, get set. Cool. Flaps are up. That's all good. After departure, my auto brakes come to the opposition. Tax light's already off. And let's play the game. Is my overlay working? Obviously not. Why would it work? Let's fix it. Fly Live Studio. Give me a second, guys. Using some of the 8.5 beta? No, sir, Baron. I'm not. I won't be using the beta for probably another few months. just because right now, since it's so brand new, they always change things in the background of the sim. So a lot of the add-ons for payware things are not working anymore. So I'm gonna wait until most of those are compatible, and then I'll start using the beta. That's my plan, at least. All right, is it doing what it's supposed to now? Yeah, it is. Cool. I really cannot tell you what these boats are doing over here. They're making like a weird square formation thing. Interesting. Anyways, what did I miss? Mexican Aviator, what's up, dudes? This Boris doesn't work for this bird. Sadly, no. I was, lurking in their Discord, on Boris's Discord, and basically what I picked up from what they were talking about, the 737 in 2024 is not obviously there's videos on it now. This plane isn't built from the ground up for 2024. It uses a lot of the same stuff as 2020. However, one of the things they have changed since it's this new sound pack with this aircraft by default, the whole sound layout is different for every aircraft now. So Boris is going to have to update his sound pack in order to get it to work on the 900 as well. So it works on the 800, just he has to get it to work on this plane as well. Do whatever he has to do. So I think he should be working on this weekend. Hello, Boos. You keep missing my chats. I read your chat like 4 times, Varen. You kept saying the same thing. You told me like 4 times that you're flying Oslo to Tromsø to somewhere else in Norwegian. I got you, bro. I don't know if you said anything else, but that's what I saw you keep sending. Benjamin, though, with the VM Rotates, Cesar with the VM Rotates as well. Appreciate you. Thank you. Brady, what's up, man? Says, should I make the switch from 2020 to 2024? I would, dude. If you haven't already, you're missing out. I'm telling you. All the flight sim devs nowadays are developing strictly for 2024. The sim's been stable for a while now, so I think it's definitely time to switch if you haven't. We're at 10,000 though, so our lights will come off. Continuous will come to auto, and wing light can come off as well. Ping out the cam, let them know. And we're gonna get let me get the seatbelt sign off now. That's fine. Throw it over to auto. We are chilling. Aiden says, hello, how are you, man? Sorry I'm a bit late. You're all good, man. Appreciate you stopping in. Hopefully you're doing well. I'm chilling. We're just hanging out today, flying this 900ER. I'm just so sad right now because I miss the sounds, dude. I've been flying the 800 recently. This is my first actual flight with the 900. And I really miss the Boris sounds. These sounds aren't bad at all, especially compared to what we had before from PMDG, but those Boris, man, the passenger chatter. I need it. Anyways, I did miss what you said, Asher. It is currently 11:28 in my sim. 11:28. What's up, Evan? He says, what graphics card do you have? A 4070 Ti Super. 4070 Ti Super. Spooner, what's up, man? Says, hello, 𝐂𝐨𝐧𝐠. Did you see the fire at the OU game today? It was crazy seeing it in person. We beat Georgia 94-78. Why did y'all have to beat Georgia? You should have let Georgia win. That's not fair. But I did not see it. No, I don't actually watch football. So I didn't even watch the Super Bowl, which is kind of crazy to some people, I know. But that's terrible that there was a fire. Was it in the stadium or something? Or was it like in the background? GD, what's up, man? Says, since my girlfriend hates me right now, will you be my Valentine? I got you. 100%. Don't even worry about it. Joey, what's up, man? Oh, never mind. Joey says, yeah, I started using 2024 last week again. It seems to be fixed now. Yeah, the sim's been fairly stable for months now. I want to say probably after sim update 3 is when the game really got stable, in my opinion. Before that, I was having issues. Oh, it was a basketball game? Told you I don't watch sports. What's up, Flyers? Is beautiful departure, by the way, or gorgeous departure, by the way. Appreciate you, dude. He says, want to fly in Mexico so bad, but it's risky without proper charts. Chart Fox doesn't have them. You got to get Navigraph, man. Navigraph is the solution. I haven't used ChartFox in a while, man. I think the last time I used it was when I was running X-Plane. And I looked at it the other day because somebody was telling me they used it now. Dude, they've like improved. Not saying ChartFox is better than Navigraph by any means, but I mean, it is way better than it used to be. It was pretty ratchet when I was using it. And that was only like, what, 2 years ago? They're doing their thing. Oh, the live sunset is amazing. Check it out. You guys want me to run lifetime? We could. It's just the entire flight's going to be in the pitch black darkness. And that's why I put it to an earlier flight day. Just because I wanted to actually see something as we're cruising along. My bad, my bad. What's up, Steven says surprise candidate isn't talking shit in here. He'll be in here soon. Don't worry. He's always got something to say. Flame was up in the ceiling and the sprinklers put it out. That was so crazy. Interesting. I wonder what made it catch fire then if it was in the ceiling. That's weird. Josh, what's up, dude? Says, did Boris update the sounds to be compatible with the 739? Not yet, no. Actually, he might have by now, but I checked his Discord yesterday just to see what was going on, and he said he's been busy and he hasn't had time to get it working yet, so he's going to try this weekend to get it updated. So as far as I know, it's not out yet, but he is currently working on it this weekend. Evan says, how do you get the 900ER? I only ever see the 800 in the marketplace. I don't purchase my aircraft from the marketplace. I get it directly from PMDG's website. So I'm pretty sure if it's not in their marketplace yet, it might be out by this Thursday or next Thursday. I think that's when they update the marketplace. So you'll just have to wait a few more days before they upload it to that. You want me to do live time? I don't care. We need to see the darkness.
Alice, what's going to be your final?
330 for Alaska 437. What's our new heading, by the way? 127, and we'll go standard. Standard, 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 3 times across the board. Cool. Nah, I wanna see something, dude. I wanna actually see the ground. I've been doing too much night flying offline. I have not though, Harley. No, I've seen clips every now and then on YouTube and TikTok, but I haven't actually watched like just it going on live. Witnessed a United 757 go around when flying out of Denver today. Really? That was interesting. I bet. I've only seen one go around in real life, and it was an A320 in Atlanta. What's up, Kong? How you doing, man? Appreciate you stopping in. American Airlines as well. How you doing, dude? Appreciate you tuning in. Hopefully you're doing well. There's a bunch of freaking American 737s yesterday. Did any of you guys fly in that Fort Worth event? Or it wasn't a Fort Worth event, it was a Dallas event, but everybody was at Fort Worth. Anybody flying that event? I flew with XP into Love Field, but I was looking at all the traffic into Fort Worth, dude. Oh my gosh. Dude. Wow. I'm telling you, the powerful thing of having a good scenery in the simulator, it really changes stuff. That's why we need that Atlanta, man. What's up, Larry? How you doing, man? Appreciate you stopping in. And Haas says flying the lead sled, the 900. Oh yeah, dude. Appreciate you stopping in. Hopefully you're doing well. Iden says I want to fly on VATSIM, but I'm just scared to talk on frequency. Start out on VATSIM in like a small airport, dude. Start out and I mean, there's a lot of places that always have controlling now, but maybe start in like an airport that you find that has just a tower or just a ground online. Just start doing some flights in and out of those airports, and then kind of working your way up, flying out of an airport that has ground tower and an approach, or ground tower and a center, something like that. You're going to be nervous and you're going to make mistakes, you know, starting out on VATSIM. I sure did. I probably got myself banned a bunch of times almost when I started, but you'll get good at it eventually. It's just something you have to experience to get good at. Oh, they did update it? Sweet. Okay. I didn't know if they added it yet or not. Blue says, I believe in you, Owls. You'll get you'll get it this time. So Puerto, I can't even say the first right now. Puerto Vallarta. Puerto Vallarta. Puerto Vallarta. Puerto Vallarta. I think that's how you say it. Puerto 𝐢𝐳𝐢𝐢. Well, the V is just completely silent. We saw 108 arrivals right when the event started and flew elsewhere. Yeah, it went up to almost 200 and something, I think, as the night went on. What's up, Captain DMB? How you doing, man? Appreciate you stopping in. Should you buy the 900 or the 800? I recommend the 800. Unless you don't care about, you know, realistic operations. More operators use the 800, so you'll find a lot more routes to fly with an 800. So I would go with that. Again, if you don't care about realism, then both are the same plane, just one's longer. It's about the difference. What's up, Toronto? With me, name an edit, or name a plane for an edit. A Delta Airbus A321. Just picked up the 800 and the Boris sounds. You have to, Blair. I'm telling you. Such a good bundle. They should sell it as a bundle. That'd be pretty cool. What's up, Jax? Is you know, owls, the nighttime lights and the way 2024 does night, and it makes the lighting really nice now. I didn't like flying at night in 2020 because of how bad it was, but really happy with it now. Oh yeah, dude, it looks awesome. I think it was Sim Update 4, right? Sim Update 4 was the update that really made the lights look crazy at night. Before that, it kind of still looked like 2020s. I couldn't even tell you how they did that. They made it look so freaking good. That's why I fly at night a lot more now in the sim. But for tonight, I was like, nah, I wanna see something. And the overlay's frozen again, man. Mel, are you still watching? Didn't you say you figured out a way to get Fly Live Studio to work again? It's been a week and this thing's still acting up. Try it again. Hold on. LAX MMPR. Call sign ASA437OK. All right, there we go. We'll see how long it takes for it to freeze again. Miranda says, are we at cruise? No, not yet. We're cruising to, we're climbing up to 33,000. We're at 27 currently. About another, what is that? We'll call it 30 miles till you get to our cruise. No, it's just like, how do you remember everything that ATC says? Write it down. That's what I would recommend. I have a pen and a piece of paper that I write down all my stuff on. I mean, usually, like, since I've been doing this for a while, when it comes to, like, I don't know, ILS clearances or IFR, not IFR, I would say ILS clearances, taxi instructions, those are probably the two that I can do without, like, writing it down. But everything else, I write it down. When it comes to, like, picking up an IFR clearance, if it's, like, a interesting descent, he's like, descend and maintain 3,000, then, you know, passing said waypoint, go down to 1,500, stuff like that. I just write it down. And that way I don't really have to remember it. I just read what I, you know, wrote down. That's what I would recommend doing. Puerto Vallarta. Puerto Vallarta. Puerto Vallarta. Puerto Vallarta. I think I got it that time. Puerto Vallarta. Yes. All right. There we go. I'm happy. There you go. Sweet. I've been having, you know, it's crazy too. I've had a weird obsession with like, bachata music and stuff this whole week. I watched the Selena like documentary because it randomly popped up on my thing. And then ever since then, I've just been listening to like bachata and stuff this whole week. Now I'm just learning how to speak Spanish again, I guess. You see that the Sim Update 5 beta is open? I did. I won't be getting it yet. It already broke Chase Plane off the bat, so I'm gonna wait until a few more add-ons are compatible and then I'll try it out. The thing looked really, really good though. I mean, the change log, they're saying a bunch of VRAM things, a bunch of performance fixes, aircraft, you know, control fixes and whatnot. So I'm hoping it actually is that good, but I'm gonna have to get some compatibility updates first. Josh says, yeah, I flew into the Fort Worth event from Brisbane and did the entire flight online. Isn't that like a, what, 15, 16 hour flight? Jesus, bro. You did it like throughout the whole day? Like you started it in the morning or something? That's crazy, bro. Oh my gosh. What's up, Forrest? Says, do you use lock FPS? I do not. No. I saw a video on that where he was saying lock your frames and then use FrameGen to double it. I don't do that. I just have my frames on unlimited with my settings that I have in the Discord, and then I just use the normal 2x FrameGen that the 40 series has. I don't do the lock FPS thing. What's up, Sticks? Says, can you go back to LAX so I can fly with you guys? You want me to go all the way to LA again? That's another 2-hour flight back. I don't think I'm going to do the return, but I will be live tomorrow, and I think we can possibly do 2 legs depending on the flight that I do. So we'll see. If you want to join, I mean, there's a couple of airports you can come from. Hold on, I think there's a big one over here somewhere. Must have disabled. No, there it is. Oh, never mind. We're on the other side. Oh, yeah, there's a couple of airports if you want it, so you can join from. Just because we're not going to be doing a return leg. Do you ever do a military cargo in the C-17s or stuff like that? I do not actually know. I want to. I actually should try it out again. I wanted to possibly do a C-17 stream. I thought that would be fun. But there's an issue with the gear. Like the gear would always stay down or something like that. I forgot what it was. So I don't currently, but if they fix the C-17, I might do it one day. I think that'll be something different to do. Military ops or something. That'd be pretty fun. What's up, Nature Explorer? Says, guess what? I went to the auto show today. Nice. What cars did you see? Damn, it just made me miss my car shows. Me and my dad used to go to the ones in the I don't even know what it's called, but in Atlanta, like the CNN news station, there's like a big event hall behind that. They used to have a car show there all the time. I forgot what it's called though. Mango says, will you ever do a Qantas flight? Will I ever do Qantas flight 7, Sydney to Fort Worth? It's like 15-16 hours. I'll probably do that offline. I don't know about a stream. That's something I'd probably do offline. What's up, Clover? Says, hey, you see that there was a tornado warning in the Houston area today? Really? Were y'all getting one of those weird, like, snow tornado phenomenons? I swear there's some snow on the radar when I looked earlier. That's random. It's so random. A tornado at this time of the year. Want me to send pics in Discord? I have a lot. Go for it, Nature. I'll check it out. If you haven't already, though, guys, hit the like button, man. Already at 52 likes. Do appreciate you guys, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I do mine in the C-130s because of the gear problems in the C-17. Oh, they still have it? Okay. Yeah, I didn't know if they fixed it or not, but if you're saying they still have it, then I guess they haven't fixed it yet. Maybe they did in Sim Update 5, but I'm not using Sim Update 5 just yet. Oh, you just saw it on the radar. Okay. Never mind then. Let's see, maybe it'll show on my Volanta. Let's see. Yeah, it is. It's one of those weird things. Look at this. Where's it at? There it is. Yeah, it's one of those weird phenomenons. Like there's a bunch of winter weather, but in the middle of the winter weather is like a line of thunderstorms. That's so interesting to me, dude. I want to learn how stuff like that forms. There's a lot of that going on. What the heck? It's like a snowstorm going on, but in the middle of that, it's like actual storms. Like with all the reds and yellows going on. Jeez. There's even some in Oklahoma where Mello's at. Interesting. It's in Atlanta too over here. I wonder if that's going to make its way up north. I doubt it though. Weird. Snowstorm with thunderstorms in the middle of it. Interesting. I haven't done it in a while, so they may have fixed it, but I don't know. Oh, you haven't flown it either in a while? Okay. They're making me want to try it then. I might see what they got going on. No snow in Texas anymore. Tornadoes not uncommon this time of the year though. Really? Okay. When is like hurricane and tornado season? I don't actually remember. Geez, there's a lot of you guys flying with me today. I didn't think like that many people were flying tonight. Look at this. VATSIM radar. Look at this. Jeez, bro. We got 1, Is this me? No, this isn't me. 1, 2, 3. This is me. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Is there more? 11. Is this guy with us? No, that was it. So 11 planes with us tonight. That's still awesome though. Wait a minute. This is, what's his name? It's EJ. Flying LA to Philly. Nice. It's a VATSIM supervisor. He flies more than I do. Appreciate you guys though, man. 11 planes flying with us. That's what's up. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Sean says here in Houston now, are you? I haven't already read that. That's just the color for light for precipitation. Oh, is that what it is? Oh, never mind then. I don't I think that's rain, not snow. Oh, okay, never mind then. I was wrong. I thought that meant it was like a thunderstorm cell, and then the blue was the snow, or like the wintry mixed weather. Year round for tornadoes, but mainly spring and fall here. I had a bad one on Christmas Day back in 2015. Really? That's gotta suck, dude. A tornado on Christmas? Jeez. I'm glad you guys were all right. I've seen especially like, I don't know if anybody watched the Joplin tornado documentary on Netflix. Like I didn't realize, I mean, I knew like tornadoes were bad and whatnot, but I didn't realize how, you know, serious they can get. That Joplin one was insane. People were getting like pulled out of their car like from the wind. Like that's insane to me. Is there a good scenery for this? Not really. There's the Fill There one, but in my opinion the Fill There is not worth $20, especially if you're not planning to fly there this often, so, or fly there that often. So I would just pick up the freeware. There's a decent freeware on FLIGHTSIMEXPO. That's what I'm rocking. I got you, Nature. I'll check it out. Give me a second, man. EJ on his long ass flight grind. Always see him doing some, yeah, he's always doing long hauls. I'll peep on the radar every now and then. I'll just see him doing some crazy long haul. This is like the shortest flight he's done. LA to Philadelphia. This is a pretty cool flight though. Like we literally just fly the coast the whole time. And then we're gonna cut over here and get on mainland Mexico. And then we'll just follow that coast all the way down too. That should be pretty. What's up, Jesse? How you doing, man? Appreciate you stopping in. Jesus, Yoham. It's been a good day. I flew 3 flights today. Jeez. That's what's up. I've only done 1 today. This is my second. I did a quick and dirty Toronto-Montreal turn in a triple just because I felt like flying it. So that was some fun. Oh, you're going to go back again tomorrow? It must not be that far from me then. Let me see. I'll pull it up. Canadian Flight Simmer, what's up, man? Says, hey, man, enjoyed the community flight earlier with... Oh, did I enjoy the community flight earlier with Canada? Yeah, it was cool. I was lurking. I didn't actually fly with them, but I was lurking. All right, where did you put these? No, there it is. Oh, it was like a real car show. Yeah, this is what I was thinking of. Again, I don't know what they called it, but there was one in Atlanta too, and it's like a traveling car show. But yeah, it had stuff like this. Or is this like a museum? This doesn't even look like a car show. Or they just had like these actual whole setups for the cars. That's crazy. They should not call this a Corvette. I'm one of those people, dude. This is, I know it's a Corvette, but this isn't a Corvette anymore, dude. They just completely changed everything about it. Got all those stock cars. Oh my gosh, this thing, what is this called? A Z28 or something like that? The BMW. Ooh, that's pretty. They got the Ferraris there too. Okay. It's in downtown Toronto at the convention center. It's the Toronto Auto Show. Really? Yo, a Conan sing? Oh shoot. They ain't messing around. Damn, dude. Murcielago. Phew. I like these. These are pretty. I would drive one. A Bugatti at a car show? Okay, I've never seen that before. That's crazy. I've yet to see a Chiron in real life, but to have it at a car show is insane. I think the craziest car I've seen at a car show has been like, I don't even know, a few Ferraris maybe. I've never seen something like that. Jeez. And one of these too. Ugly Lotus, a Lego car. Jeez, bro. They had police vehicles too. Police cars at a car show. Jesus. Okay, they got Pagani's in here too. Okay, yeah, this is way better than any car show I've been to. They got this in here too? Bro, these cars are worth like millions of dollars. A P1. All right. Like, jeez. I don't even know what this is. Is this a McLaren? It is a McLaren. This must be one of their concepts. Dude, what the heck? Bro. Another one? Like, jeez, dude. Good old Jeep. Damn, that's crazy. Yeah, that's a really good car show. The ones that I've been to, they never had anything like that. New headings 123. That gets set. Cool. I heard this from an IRL 737 pilot at Air India Express. They drain the center fuel tanks first. Only turn on center fuel tanks if they have over 50,000 pounds of fuel in it, and then turn on the other ones. So if this, what 737 was it? Or is this just 737s in general? Z8, that's what it was. Z8. Yeah, the Atlanta Auto Show, Caden. Is that just what it was called? I think that's just what it's called. I just remember it was a traveling one, so it'd be like in Atlanta, they'll go to Nashville, and then they'll start making their way up north to where I am at now. But it was like a traveling one. Craziest car I've seen at a car show would either be a LaFerrari or a Chiron. You saw a Chiron too? Dude. That's crazy. I think I've seen a LaFerrari. I want to say I've seen a LaFerrari at a car show. I know for sure I've seen a P1. Because it was like a yellow P1 that I've seen. But I haven't seen like Pagani's or freaking 𝐂𝐫𝐴𝐺𝐠 like that. That's crazy. Go real time and check out the sunset for a minute. You want me to? I bet it's pretty. I've seen the sunsets before though. I was about to say they had a McLaren F1, dude. Like, that's crazy. That's like a random pick, dude. What's up, Issa says of ATC? Hey, I appreciate you for that. Thank you so much. Got about what, 11, 12 planes heading to you. I appreciate you being on for us, man. 900 working fine for you? Yeah, it is. I'm not on Sim Update 5 though. I'm just using Sim Update 4. I tried out Sim Update 5 for a good 15 minutes, had a bunch of bugs and issues with all my add-ons, so I just gave up. Like, Chase Plane wasn't working. I don't know if it was GSX not being compatible or whatnot, but GSX was causing me issues too, so I just uninstalled the beta, and now I'm just running normal. It was on the max states in the 800. Interesting. I mean, I guess that sounds right. What do you mean? Let me read what you said again. You said they have over 50,000 pounds of fuel in total. Yeah, you said you heard this from IRL pilot. They drain the center fuel tanks first. Only turn on center fuel tanks if they have over 50,000 pounds of fuel, then turn on the other ones. Well, I think that's just how the system works, no? I think depending on what kind of aircraft you're flying, especially if it's like an ER with the extra tanks, no matter what, if you have center fuel, you have your center fuel pumps on, and it goes from center fuel then out to the outward 1 and 2s. I think that's just how the 7.3 system works. I'm not a rated pilot on it, so I don't know. But I mean, just looking at how it's draining fuel right now and how it's been doing it for all my other flights, I'm pretty sure that's just how it works. Oh, that is 5,000. I was looking at another 0. Never mind. In Miami. Oh, you're in Miami. Okay, yeah. Well, there you go. You should just go on the strip, on like all the Miami strips. You don't even have to go to a car show to see cool stuff. Even better, there's a Cadillac car where they had some special controls for the doors where you don't close the doors with your hand. I'm gonna send a video, like a button. It just like you press it and it shuts the door for you. That's crazy. Appreciate you, Issa. Thank you so much, man. Saw Conan said, well, it's 𝐂𝐨𝐬𝐳, right? Not 𝐂𝐨𝐳. Conan said 𝐂𝐂𝐳. Absolute before. I'm not a big fan of those. I think the only Conan seg I really like, which is it might be a rough take, but I just like the 𝐂𝐨𝐬𝐳 RS. The 𝐂𝐨𝐬𝐳 RS or the 𝐂𝐨𝐬𝐳 1-to-1. I like those. Those are beautiful. Yeah, I heard it's not working very well, so that's why I'm not even gonna worry about the beta just yet. Oh, it's in their FCOM, 5,000 pounds. It doesn't take equally. Oh, it takes equally from all tanks, does it? Oh, okay, well, never mind then. I was wrong. So if they have 5,000 pounds in the center, that's when they turn the center tanks on. And if it's under 5,000, they don't until the end? That's just weird to me. I mean, again, I'm not a rated pilot, but the way I've always flown the 7.3 is just if I have center fuel, I just turn on the center fuel pumps. Even if this is what I started out with, like, 30 in the middle, I would just, turn it on, drain the 30 and then turn it off. 𝐂𝐨𝐬𝐳. Interesting. Okay. Not a button like a tablet, but you control the doors with what? Your hand? Like a hand motion? Like the BMWs? I know BMWs you could do like that and turn the radio up or down. Yeah, I like the 1-to-1. 1-to-1 ratio, dude. That thing's freaking sick. I only know about that car because of the Stradman. I know that's a crazy pick for some of you guys. You know the Stradman? I used to watch that dude all the time. So if they have 5,000 pounds in the center tanks, they just use the center tanks until the center fuel quantity goes down to about 2,000 to 3,000 pounds. But it's just a cool thing I started implementing the sim. Interesting. Okay. Well, now that you told me that, I'm probably gonna have to do it. just because I'm a nerd like that. That's weird. Okay. You still watch him? I haven't watched him in a while. It's been years. But I was always watching when I don't know what video it was, but it was like the owner of Conan Seg. He was like showcasing the new 𝐂𝐈𝐂. So they were driving that around LA or something like that. I don't remember the context of the video, but they went out to dinner with him and there was a bunch of Conan Segs flying. Just flying down the street. I don't know how they didn't get the cops called on them, dude. What's up, Shipwreck? How you doing, man? Appreciate you stopping in. Yeah, wasn't he like living in his car or something before he did YouTube as well? And now he just has like a big house and like 17 supercars. There's no way he's making that money from YouTube. I don't know what he does, but Except East, it always gives me the low pressure warning if I have the pumps off. It always gives me a low pressure warning if I have the pumps off with fuel in the tank. It says low pressure if you have fuel in the tank with the pumps on. That's weird. General, gotcha. Let me see. Oh, what the heck? It's like a I don't even know what you would call this.
I don't even have to use my hands. If I want to open it as well, I slide that open. That door opens by itself. If I do it again, door closes on its own. I don't use my hands.
Okay. I think that's cool, but at the same time, A, can you still open and close the door manually? Because B, what if you're like in a tight parking spot and the door is just flying open? You know what I mean? Or like, what if the car's battery dies? Can you still open the door? I would assume so, but interesting. That's a feature for sure. I've seen more cars that have it closed than open. To have a button to make it open is crazy. I've seen the ones that you press it to close, like a Rolls Royce. You can still? Okay. That's very interesting. I feel like that's even more work. I'm thinking about it. I feel like that's even more work than just opening the door. Because then you gotta look to your side, go to the door screen, then slide, and then wait for it to open. Instead of just... Hey, I guess if you got money, why not? That's really weird to me. It's cool though. Oh, you think it's giveaways? I guess, dude. I mean, that's crazy. Oh, you think it's illegal if you can't manually? I would hope so. All right, now we got the fuel warning because we just depleted everything in the center. So we'll throw that off. Yeah, that's weird. If you're getting low pressure and you have fuel in the tanks, that's weird. I don't know why we'll be doing that. More electronics, more issues. Exactly. You got to see some of the older like 90s Mercedes, dude. I think that was like peak luxury, dude. There's some electrics, but like it's a lot of just basic, easy engineering things that they've made in those cars that are still pretty neat to this day. Just basic engineering stuff. Really, really cool. You watch Sambucha? Dude literally called a tow truck to pick up his Hot Wheels car. I know, I saw. I've never watched Sambucha until like probably 3 months ago. And like I just get his videos always when I'm trying to eat. They always pop up on my recommendation. He's cool. You get low pressure even with the fuel in the tanks because the pumps are off, therefore zero pressure. Well, my bad. I'm talking about the guy that said he has the whole issue going on. I'm not talking about what's going on with me right now. That's what you're saying. Yeah, 90s, dude. 90s Mercedes. They're freaking dope. Especially, what is that? There's a car that they only sold in China, but I think it's a Toyota. It's like a Maybach version of a Toyota. Dude, it's freaking sick. I think that was made in like 93, 92, something like that. That car is still freaking sick to this day. Yeah, the whole phone in the back too. Yeah. That's pretty neat. I wonder if they still work. Somebody's gonna try it out. Jesse says, I gotta go. Pizza's here and gonna go watch a movie. Have a safe landing. Sounds good, man. I appreciate you, Jesse. Thanks for hanging out, my dude, and hopefully your pizza as well. Yeah, the Toyota Century. Yeah, that's what it is. That thing is freaking neat, dude. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Yeah, I thought that was weird. But I guess it is a, what is it, Air India? Is that what you said, Simmer? Next car being an RS5, actually? Those are pretty sick. I'm not a big Audi guy, though. I've never really been a big fan of them. So Minnesota says about 50 feet away from the Canadian border. You should go to Canada for the day. Just hop over there for a few minutes and come back. Mother's making you some burgers for dinner? Nice, man. I had some crab legs, shrimp, and lobster tail for dinner tonight. That was pretty good. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, the Toyota Century, though. That's what I was talking about. That thing is neat. Already running out of water, dude. All right, let's see. I've got 139 on the Lanza, 139 on the overlay. So I think we're still good with that. Plane's still looking fine. We could go back outside. Cool. Might get upgraded on upgraded to Comfort Plus on my Delta flight from Seattle to Austin on Wednesday. Yeah, you told me, Varen. I don't know if you're just not hearing me, but I already said that was cool. You told me that in the beginning of the stream. And then told me you're on a Delta 220 and then something else. That'd be sick. But anyways, that just brought this back up in my head. What I was trying to say before I was making the controller mad. Sorry about that, by the way. I should have been paying attention. About our flights for this summer. So, the air show, which nobody looked into, which is our fault. But apparently the air show runs the whole week, but it's only available for like, you know, businesses and media partners and all that the whole week until Friday, and we're leaving on Friday, so we're gonna have to extend our stay by a day. So we're gonna leave on Saturday instead. Jeez, we're gonna leave on Saturday instead of Friday. So my options now, or I mean, I really only have one option, but it's I can take the A350-1000 to Atlanta again with a big red eye and not a good seat, or I can take an A350 direct to Kennedy and then connect to Dulles on the CRJ, or I can take Air France A220 to Charles de Gaulle from Heathrow, and then Charles de Gaulle to Dulles on an Air France A350. So I got to see what I'm going to do. I really do still want to get on the Virgin 350, but I don't think I'll be mad at getting on a 220 and a 350. So I think that's what I might go with. No, you're good. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go with the last one, because the really bad thing. I want to do an Atlanta connection just because, and the only one that they have on that Saturday is a really bad red eye. I think I land in Atlanta at like 11:30. I stay there for 4.5 hours or something like that, and then I land into Dulles at like 3 in the morning or something crazy. So I don't think I'm doing that. Plus the seats on that airplane are basically booked or X'd out right now. I can get decent seats into Kennedy, or I could just get a perfect seat on the 220, perfect seat on the 350, and take Air France. So I think I'm going to do Air France. I think that's just what we're going to do. Virgin's overrated. I just thought it'd be cool, you know, coming from London with a London-based airline. I don't know. Actually, are they London-based or Manchester-based? It's one of the two. What's up, Canadian Flight Simmers? Is where you headed? I'm headed down to, I'm not even going to say it, MMPR in Mexico. From LA. Third option, you think so? I got you. The cup of coffee. What's up, Micah? 18 months on the fan club. Go and spam those my guys. Appreciate you, sir. Hopefully you're doing well. Appreciate you hanging out. That Cadillac's $228,000. Jesus, bro. That's way too much. That's way too much. Jeez. Jason, what's up, dude? Says, is the Phoenix A320/319/321 bundle worth it? It's 130, but I don't know if I want to spend that money. Jason, I'm gonna be honest with you. The Phoenix is probably the best airplane we have in the sim when it comes to airliners, in my opinion. So yes, it's 100% worth the 130 bucks. I would say. There's a bunch of different operators that fly all the different types of planes. They all kind of have their, you know, cool features and whatnot with their equipment. So I would recommend getting the bundle. It's definitely worth it. And Titus coming in with 11 months. He needs one more month and he's at a year. That's awesome, dude. Appreciate you, Titus. Go and spam those my guys. Thank you, sir. What's up, Toronto? Was LAX busy? Yeah, it was. I don't know why, but there's a bunch of people that were flying with me, and then there's just a bunch of, you know, other people flying around. So I don't know why it was so busy, but yeah, it was. Ooh, nice. There you go, Micah. I gotta fly through Indy in your airspace sometime. Give you some traffic. I haven't flown up there in forever, dude. Been a while since I've flown up there. Well, yeah, it's my senior trip, and it's also my first overseas trip, so they're just trying to make sure I enjoy it as much as possible. At first, I think some of you guys remember this. At first, my travel agent, or like our travel agent, they picked the flights, and they were making us do Dulles to Keflavik to Charles de Gaulle, and then on the way back, London Heathrow Keflavik Dulles on a 737 Max. Granted, that would have been, you know, the first time I get on a Max finally, but tell me the first trip I do overseas is on a Max? Nah. So they allowed me to find some affordable flights with good seats and a good aircraft. You want me to offset you? Am I about to hit you? Oh, we are at the same altitude. That's nice. Oh wait, that's a scratch on the window. Where are you at? How fast are you going? You're still 30 ahead of us. How fast are you going? We're going to do another long haul. I don't think you're going to see a long haul until we get either a new wide body aircraft or I hit like 100K. It was a fun long haul stream. It's just I cannot stand doing long hauls and being awake for it. It's the only thing. What's up, School says, good evening. Just finished a flight in the 𝐂𝐨𝐲 737 MAX from San Francisco to San Diego and was flying out of San Francisco. It was bumpy. Made it to San Diego though. Nice. I guess that plane is a lot better now. It's actually flyable. You just got a 𝐂𝐨𝐻𝐚? Oh gosh, Simmer. I'm sorry, dude. That's weird. Jurassic says, do you think the FSS E190 is worth it for VATSIM? I've been flying it on VATSIM just fine. There's still a bunch of things that plane needs, but it's way better to use on VATSIM now. Mainly just because we have a beta VNAV right now, so that helps it out entirely. So I would try it out. Especially when it comes to them making more updates in the future. I think they're getting I mean, granted, it's been forever, but I think they're getting closer and closer to actually making their official pre-release version of the airplane or whatever they call it. And when they do that, they're going to up the price. So it's already what, 45, 50 bucks now. When they make the official 1.0 version, it's probably going to go up to about 70 bucks if I had to guess. So I would pick it up now if you're interested. It's definitely flyable. Is my gear coming down? Oops. What did I miss here? There we go. Got a pushback from also. Nice. Should be a fun flight. Minnesota, this is how you liking the 900? It's a 737. And they're all kind of the same. It's just this one's longer. I mean, it's cool. I don't mind it. This is mainly the plane I'll use for my Delta ops. I think that's probably all I'll fly with this thing, but it's fun. We just need that sound pack, man. The sound pack will make this thing amazing. I will say I do freaking love, like really, really love the wing flex they got with this plane now. In my opinion, I honestly kind of think it's better than the iFly's wing flex now. Just the way you hit bumps and it just wobbles and whatnot, it looks awesome, dude. Really, really like it. It's okay, but it has bugs, so just a normal 𝐂𝐴 plane. Understandable. Why do 𝐂𝐆M crashes even exist in PMDG planes? This is so BS. I don't want to jinx myself, but like I don't really have those that often. Like I had it that one time in the E-Jet, but other than that I haven't really had one. I don't know why it happens to some people more than others. What's up, Equal Time? Appreciate you stopping in. Oh, never mind, message was gone. I once did Dubai to Toronto 5 times straight in Microsoft 2020. It was 52 hours. You did it. So what do you do? Dubai to Toronto, Toronto, Dubai, Dubai, Toronto, Toronto, Dubai, like that? Why? Just gonna wait for the Phoenix with the Neos? Yeah, if you already have the 738, I mean, I would do that. Again, I always tell people, if you like flying realistically, the 900 has basically no operators. It has a lot, but I mean, I don't think many people would fly half of them. I think there is what, Alaska, Delta, I think El Al, Lion Air, KLM. That's just all I can name off the top of my head. Other than that, there's not really any big operators with great routes that fly it, in my opinion. And obviously, I think PMDG thinks the same too, because they price the plane cheaper than all the other ones. So Morgan says, no live weather. We're on live weather, just not live time. If we were on live time, we'll be flying this entire 2-hour flight looking at nothing. So that's why I just pushed the time back. But it's real weather, real weather. Engines on the 900 are beautiful sounding. Do they have a different sound to them? Are they like a little bit more powerful or something? Come to India and fly SpiceJet in the 737-900, but actually though we have a great Furosenia for India now. Do you? Which one? There's a bunch of airports in India. Which airport are you talking about? Jesus, Viren. One point your airspeed's at 100 knots and I was below 1,000. So yeah, I think I should start making my own checklist and stuff. Oh boy. Jesus. All right, let me see, Palm. Check out your screenshots. Also, hold on. I just threw this thing across the room. All right. I am back. All right, let me see. Let's go here. Let's do this and do that. There you go. Wait, Zimp, you're flying with us? What did you do? Like take off 50 minutes before everybody? I guess that's exactly what he did. Brother. Okay. Just got a curved 34-inch OLED monitor. It's insane. Definitely worth buying one. It's actually worth the $750 plus. You feel like you're in the sim. I bet it does, bro. But jeez, 34 inches. Got the British Airways shots. KLM coming in. Nice. And there's Loom in the Viva Airbus. Clean. That's crazy. That's a huge freaking monitor. You guys do have a good Chennai. I've done a flight sim video out of there before. I've also been loving Denver with Southwest. Because I, for some reason, had no idea that Xcoder made a 2024 version of his scenery. So now that I'm using it, so much better. I was lagging and everything when I used to fly there. Anything but restringing the rackets. I was probably going to go tomorrow or Monday. I got 2 weeks. I got time. What's up, though, Carlos? Identified 19 months. I appreciate you, dude. Says, don't wipe out on a snowboard at 64 kilometers. Did it hurt? Spam those my guys, though, for being 19 months. Appreciate you, sir. How long are you staying out there for? You're making me jealous. I've never been snowboarding before. It looks fun. What's up, Fozzie? How you doing, man? And Spin as well. How you doing? Says I see you flying down the Baja. What's good? What's up, man? I am doing good. We are, though. We got a big line of people heading down with us. It's been some fun this evening. What's up for 56? How you doing, man? What is this? Signature? Is this like a virtual airline? Interesting. This is pretty, though. 306 Alpha Sierra. I'm still very shocked. That man made, what was it, 73 registrations? Like, Jesus. Literally, like, that's what the entire fleet. Just name a 737 that Alaska has, and it's probably in this pack. I'm chilling. Hanging out, had some crabs for tonight. And other than that, I'm doing good. It hurt like hell. Want to see the GoPro footage. Only did 2 days on the slope. It was fun flying back on Monday. Nice. I'll watch the video. Was this the RHD 76? I've heard this one actually flies. The problem is it's a 2020 only. So what the heck, Palm? Okay. Interesting. This is a cool picture though. I like that. Are we just gonna not talk about that? All right. This is really pretty. I'm telling you, night lighting in 2024 is really, really nice. I enjoy it. Got Van Duren, what is that? Edmonton to Vancouver. Damn, these are some good shots. That's pretty too. I need to know, what was the DZ aviation story? I tried to find it. That's the one YouTuber who recreates crashes, right? No, I don't think he does that. Or I don't know what he did. You think he's a streamer? I'm not really gonna talk about it because it's not like a YouTube video or anything. It's just something he personally is actively doing, which is kind of weird. So I'm not gonna talk about it on stream. If you want me to DM it to you or something, then maybe. But yeah, he's just himself is doing some awkward things. Taking Zavi to get his physical. When? This week or like tomorrow? I think the Max does look really, really good. However, the NG is more fun to fly in my opinion. And then I forgot, we got Yoham and Dom coming. They're flying from a different airport though. They're from what, Tijuana, I think. So they'll be meeting us up. Viva's such a good looking livery too. And then this is whatever they were doing earlier, bro. What the heck? Oh, what's wrong with your mono matching, Dom? He's seen them as A380s. It was a C-17 in another helicopter. It wasn't an A380 in an E-jet. God, yeah, him side. He's flying the Neo though. Neo. We'll probably fly this again when I get my side stick sent out. I don't know if I told you guys, but I did get the Airbus stick sent out to me, so we're gonna be using that for a while. I'm excited about that thing. You guys know me. I've been talking about finally getting a left-handed side stick for my Airbus, so we finally got one. So that'll be fun. Sounds good, Spin. What makes the Max more fun? I say I like flying the NGs a little bit more. Just because I have the setup for an NG. That's literally the only thing. Granted, I have both of the EFIS panels that you can have for the Boeing MCP from Windwing. But I like flying the NG more. Just because I have an NG style McDo, so all my buttons are accurate. And then obviously with the McDo panel or MCP panel, it's all, you know, the way an NG would be. So that's just why I like flying it more. But everybody has their preferences. Oh man, it's beautiful pictures from CST. I know you love touching side sticks. You know how it is. And a good one too. Yeah, dude. I mean, it should be great. Supposed to be built with like a metal frame or whatever, so it should feel good quality. It's a left-handed side stick, just saying that again, instead of it being a right-handed side stick. I like the MOZA one. The MOZA one's really, really nice. Just it's getting chops, dude. Holding the side stick like this and when it's designed to be held with the other hand it's such a weird feeling. I mean, I'm used to it now, I would say, but I think it would be so much more comfortable to fly an airplane with my left hand with the left hand stick. So that would be fun. Let's play a game. Everyone name your favorite airline that's no longer around. I'll start. Mine's America West. I'll say AirTran. I miss AirTran. You think so too, right, Club? It looks ugly. I hate it. I miss the old one that actually looked like a moderator. Like that just looks like a shield. Like I guess it means the same thing, but I like the little wrench more. That one's so much better. I'm telling you though, man, recently YouTube just changes stuff because they feel like it. I swear they get bored and they just start messing with stuff for no reason. Just like when they did the whole @ instead of username thing, like so stupid. Because then if it's like obviously somebody that's not like me, like my username is 𝐂𝐨𝐴LS and then my @ is 𝐂𝐨FS period, you could tell who I am. But for some people, like their username is like basketball lover and then their @ is like French toast 1783. I'm like, who is this? Makes it so hard, dude. Pan Am, that's a big one. What happened to Thomas Cook? Did they merge or did they go out of business? Jex just sent you some pics of my latest setup in DMs and Discord. If you want to take a look, I got you, Jet. Give me a second. We'll pull it up. I'm gonna look at 𝐂𝐸𝐻's videos too. What's the difference between the Max and the NG's FMC? I wish I was in the Max so I could show you right now, but they really didn't change much. I mean, there's very slight changes, but it's like I forgot one of these buttons. They flipped these two around and then they flipped one of these around as well. So like instead of it being cruise here, I think it's like route or something like that. Here, hold on. Let me just look up a picture and see if I can compare the two. They just kind of flipped a few buttons and they added some that would be on the 777 basically. That's really the difference. 737 Max FMC. This guy's going crazy over Dauntless. That was a good call sign though. I'll give him that. What's up, Sanchez? How you doing, man? And Dan the Aviator, how you guys doing, man? French toast. Oh yeah. 1738. I'm a Cleveland dude, so a Continental was all I saw growing up. Ooh. Good old Continental, dude. Is this one? No, that's an NG. Okay, here we go. Here's one. Trying to figure out how I could hold on. Open image in new tab. There we go. This is a terrible picture, but this is like the best I could find quickly. So I'll just kind of show you what I'm looking at, and then you'll be able to see the difference in the actual sim. So here we got init ref. You go down, there's fix. The PMDG, or like the normal NG, that's menu for us, not fix. So they just flipped it. And then menus down here, but on the NG, that menu button is N1 limit. And then there's rear legs. Their N1 limit is fixed on the NG. Next page is the same. Then another different, I mean, they just really flipped like everything. The departure arrival on the max is climb. Right under that is hold on the max. On the NG, it's departure arrival. And then the cruise button is ATC. Hold button is FMC calm. And then descents VNAV. Prog is still in the same place. So they basically just made it a 777. That's like all it is. But it's just kind of weird flying it because everything's like flipped around and it's just awkward to operate. It's not the end of the world though, especially because Windwing kind of just mapped it to where the button on your MCDU goes to that page that you're looking for, instead of it being like the some of the profiles that people have made for MobiFlight. So it works. Just little differences, few here and there. Oh, they went bankrupt. Got you. Cook went out of business overnight, just like ATA. Their CEO got like a $2 million bonus though. Explain that. Really? That's questionable. Oh, my thing came out. Yeah, they got the VNAV like the 777. Yeah. I guess that makes sense. I mean, I think that's just an easier way to have it set up, just a little bit cleaner. Beautiful departure out of Oslo bound for TOS. Sweet. There you go, Varen. Would I never noticed that? That's probably why I get tripped up so much when switching. Yeah, it's like you don't really notice it until you have like a MCDU like I do. Because beforehand, before like Windwing actually supported it with their software, you had to use MobiFlight. And MobiFlight is just like a software you could use to map different peripherals to different things in your simulator. So people were making profiles for the MCDU or the FMS for the Max with this one, and this is an NG based one. So I was like clicking N1 limit and it's going to menu. I'm like, what is going on? And then I actually started looking at it. I was like, wait, they're completely different. Do you personally like flying Boeing aircraft over Airbus? Honestly, I think I like flying Airbus a lot more now. I used to say I enjoy flying Boeing more just because of using a yoke, but I think I'm fully an Airbus guy now almost. I don't know. I kind of like them both the same, but I tend to like flying the Airbus a little bit more. I just kind of have my days. Some days I love flying Boeing, some days I love flying Airbus, so it switches. I would say I'm becoming more of an Airbus person though. Every time you fly Boeings you have complaints. Me, MJ? Okay. Airbus does it better with some of their stuff, that's all I'm saying. So you're saying get the 777 FMC for the iFly? I mean, the way Windwing set it up, all the buttons you press on this FMC will go to what you're looking for, even if it's not in the same order. But I mean, that would probably be the easiest way to have it work out the box if they ever make a profile for it, just using the 777s. Are you going to college for the rest of your flight training, or do you do it all self-paced? I'm going to college, man. Elizabeth City State. Especially the back colors. Oh yeah, I like Alaska's livery. I do miss their old school, like they had the man with like the Hawaiian flowers around it. I miss that livery. That was really, really nice. But other than that, their new one's really clean and modern looking. Ren, this is how many legs? Just one. It's about a 2-hour, 30-minute flight. So just a one and done for tonight. And then we'll be back live tomorrow doing some more stuff. That's the plan. Oh, is he actually? Oh, shoot. That would be nice. That'd be really, really nice. Do interjet ops with the A321neo? That's a Mexican airline, right? That could be something fun. Yeah, I agree, Canadian. That's why I said I have my days. Like sometimes flying an Airbus, if I fly it for like a week, it gets boring because I mean, I don't really have to do anything. The plane just does everything for me. Whereas sometimes like now, I love flying a Boeing because I could just sit here. I got to set my course, tune my frequencies, set the radio frequencies, you know, do all the stuff on the overhead. It's just fun. You get to actually mess around with it. And then I get lazy and I'm like, I don't feel like doing all that. And I go back to Airbus. That's what I say. I kind of flop. You know what's crazy about that? I still don't understand why they have it like that. How come the Airbus does basically every single thing automated, but when it comes to the top of the descent, it doesn't do it? And my only guess is it's, you know, maybe for pilots paying attention. It's like, I don't know what it would be. That plane does everything for you. It sets your ILS frequencies. It sets your approach up automatically. Your missed approach already gets thrown in and whatnot. You just press you hit toga to go around and it automatically configures everything for a go around. I mean, it does everything. But it can't descend by itself. Interesting. Seems like the early signs you might stay away from the 757 then because it will crush you when it comes. 75 and 76 don't like lazy. Hey, I'll fly it, but 17 months in, we'll see how I'm feeling about it. I don't think I'll be lazy flying a 7.5 and a 7.6, especially if I've been waiting for one for so long. The 7.3 though, I've been flying this plane since X-plane, so I mean, it's kind of just the same old, same old. But I like Boeing better just because of the design and it feels more hands-on. Personally, don't like the design of the Airbus A320 series. Really? You don't like the cockpits? I love their cockpits. Prefers pilot authority. Makes sense. Remember the meme that had the two cockpits, one with $1 million and the Airbus had 2 buttons up and down? Yeah, take off, land. That's all you need. Take off, land. I guess to be fair, the 777 does basically everything too. Yeah. It's a lot more automated than other Boeing airplanes. 777 and the 78. I don't know. That's just kind of how I am with planes. Like some days, like today, I just love, you know, doing all the manual stuff, like setting my tunes, or not my tunes, but tuning my ILS frequencies and whatnot, setting my radios, doing all the MCDU, or not MCDU stuff, the MCP stuff, doing all the overhead stuff. Like that's fun. But then there's days I just want to fly an Airbus and just take off and land really quickly. Bring it on 757. As a mechanic, the 757 is the only plane I ever hesitate to take it. You hesitate to take to power during engine runs? Really? What well, never mind. I guess that's just a normal thing you guys would do as maintenance. I'm excited for the 7.5 though. Again, I've always said I want to fly the 7.6 a little bit more, just because that has all the freaking freighter operators I want to do. But 757 should be fun too. Obviously, Delta day one. And then honestly, if we get like the 300, we could do some Condor ops too. That'd be fun. Oh wait, no, Condor had the 200 as well, right? So we could do Condor 200 ops too. Obviously, you got to do some Iceland Air and whatnot. There's a bunch of routes we're gonna do. What's the point of ILS frequencies? So your plane has something to connect to. And ILS is basically useless if you're not connected to it. So that's the whole point of tuning in the frequency. When are we going to be back in the CRJ? I got to see. I was thinking about doing some CRJ flying, but I don't know what I want to fly, or rather where I want to fly. So we'll see. We could probably do it this week. MJ says go take a shower. I'm okay, actually. I'm okay. Appreciate you stopping in, MJ. We do. I know Bluebird's giving us one, but I'll be a type rated 7.6 pilot by the time that happens, so it's gonna be a minute. Oh, it is sweet. Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll do both then in that case. It jumps its chocks. That's crazy. It's getting warmer here, and indeed the Condor will be unique for us as it will have some equipment that we plan to develop. Ooh, really? They have like some special special equipment that no other airline has. I wonder why. Are they not doing the F for the 7.5? Again, give me the 7.6. That's all I want. That 7.6 is straight cargo ops. FedEx, UPS, Prime Air, ABX, the one Canadian cargo company, whatever it's called. Then we go overseas, DHL. What else? That's all I could think of. You get what I'm saying. Think of a cargo carrier, and they probably have a 7.6F in their fleet. That's why I want one so badly. What's up, Theft? How you doing, man? Appreciate you stopping in. We're doing good. Got about another hour until we arrive. We got controllers in line for us as well, so it should be good. Good approach. MJ, okay, that's crazy. Oh man. You need to put on ballast fuel so she does not jump the chocks. It's like sitting on top of a paint shaker at power during power assistant checks. Bro, what? That's impressive, actually. It can jump its own chocks. Damn, dude. Yeah, cargo jet. That's what it is. My bad. Cargo jet. Cargo jet. I forgot the name of it. Cargo jet. What's up, Imperiator, as well? How you doing, man? Yeah, Icenair 7.6 is something we'll do too. Like I said, I mean, granted, this is probably a while, until we could do this, but definitely when the 7.6 comes out, we're doing freighter ops first. That's definitely what I'm doing. And then we'll move on to like the passenger flying. And then I'll like to do some passenger ops with the, our casual Delta, United, WestJet. I think that'd be cool because I figured out WestJet has a 7.6, or used to. So that'd be kind of cool. Things like that. But day one is 100% going to be cargo ops. Oh, European terrain. Got you. Okay. By the time they release every single one, it's going to be in retirement in real life. Yeah. I mean, based off what MJ's been telling us and explaining to us, I mean, that plane should be better than the Phoenix when it comes to systems, animation, stuff like that. So I want them to take their time because I think, we're kind of starting to learn what happens when developers just announce something and release it in a month. Why can't I get this V right? So I want them to take their time on it, but I want it to be, somewhat efficient in, making progress, but, not done in 5 minutes. Do you think the 737 lands harder than the A320? I mean, I wouldn't say one lands harder than the other. It just depends on the pilot, weather conditions, and weight. I would say the Boeing's a lot easier to land than an Airbus, though, to me right now. Obviously, if you fly the Airbus a lot more, it's probably easier to fly an Airbus or land an Airbus. This guy, 7.6. Microsoft 2028. Yeah, you think we're going to get a 2028? Because it's crazy. We're on Flight Sim 2024. It's 2026, dude. This sim came out 2 years ago. That's crazy to me. Now, I don't think it's exactly 2 years, but it's almost 2 years since 2024 released, which is crazy. I mean, I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, damn, dude. Jeez. Yeah, you think they're going to make a Microsoft 2028? I really hope they don't. I truly hope they don't. Yeah, the max feels really, really nice to land. I don't know what it is with this PMDG. Maybe I just need to add some dead zone curves or something, but like flaring this NG recently on my flights that I've been doing with it off stream, I've been trying to land with a bunch of nose down trim and all these different configurations, but I just cannot get this thing to stop flying like a paper airplane. Again, I don't know if it's just, you know, the translation of inputs in real life to the simulator or something, but I'm like barely moving the yoke. Like I flare and I bring the yoke back like an inch and the nose is flying all the way up. I try to put the nose down, it drops down like that. I will say I do like the way the 𝐈FlyMax flies. That one has some weight behind it. The 𝐈FlyMax and then the TFDI MD-11. Those planes with my current sensitivity, which is just default, those feel really, really good. It feels like you actually have some weight behind you. This plane though, it doesn't have a bad flight model, but it feels very light. I'm not a big fan of that. Exactly, school's cool. I don't know why people still play 2020, man. Unless you just seriously can't afford 2024, you should try 2024. Because, I mean, again, all the new developers, even past developers, are making stuff strictly for 2024 now. The sim's been stable, so there's no more, oh, the sim's running like crap, it's terrible, it sucks. I mean, that's been gone, right? So I think it's time people start giving the sim a chance. Like I said, unless you just can't afford 2024 and it's just something that you don't want to spend money on, that makes sense. But if you can and you're wanting to, you should, bro. 100% should. Good thing about the Phoenix is you kind of feel it when you land, not like the A350. Yeah, the 350's flight model is a little, that flight model is a little wonky too. They still have that little shimmer, like a shimmy when you hit the brakes. If you're going like 10 knots and you want to slow down to a stop, the plane shimmies. It's very weird. I don't know if anybody else experiences that. But it's almost like the brake pressure is going like this, like just alternating. It's like a shimmy. Fully switched to 2024 not that long ago, about 2 months ago. Yeah, dude. 2024 is the way to go. I also bought a 2024, so now I have it for good. Yeah, I'm telling you. 2024 is the sim, man. Cruising at 39,000. Nice. How long is that flight? I don't think that's a long flight. Lucas B says, all right, Owls, I'm going to be logging off. Good flight. I'm going to consume some dumplings for dinner. Sounds good, Loon. Have a good dinner, man. Will they add a cup of coffee discount if we own the Captain Sim 76 variant? I hope so. I'm telling you, there's days I've been bored of flight sim just randomly and I've wanted to purchase that airplane and get it working again. I'm not going to do it though. Have you noticed sometimes you need lots of thrust to get the A350 rolling? Well, I mean, that would make sense because, I mean, if you're taking a lot of fuel and you have a lot of passengers and a lot of cargo, then yeah, it should feel sluggish to get moving. So that's fine. My only issue with that plane is the way it kind of takes off and the way it kind of lands. I mean, that plane's super technical. So, I mean, it's an auto flare system, auto rotation feature. I mean, it has all that stuff. So, I mean, that's when it gets kind of weird about talking about the flight model, because it might just be the way the plane's supposed to fly because it's so automated. But my biggest gripe with that plane is the way it brakes. Going from like 10, 15 knots to 0 just to stop, it does this the whole time, just like a shimmy. This guy's cool. You probably forgot about all... You guys probably forgot all about it, but I remember the Vertical Sim Palm Beach is supposed to be out in a week. Oh yeah, he said the beta got sent over to the beta team. Ooh, do we fly the Gulfstream out of Palm Beach on the stream? I might have to. We'll see. Yeah, I don't think taking off's terrible. The landing is weird to me though, because it has an auto decrab feature, an auto flare feature, and then it has whatever else when you like roll out. So it's weird to it's like weird to bring up because I don't know if it's just the plane doing its systems and I'm just not used to, or that's just a weird flight model. Because the plane should get you out of crabs if you're landing on like a crabbed arrival. it should auto flare for you after you idle the throttles and give it a little bit nose up trim. It should bring that fly-by-wire nose up, and then you just land. So that's why I don't know if it's like the systems or just the flight model. I don't know if I'm gonna buy the 900, man. Seems expensive for a few differences than the 800. Yeah, I mean that's why it's a lot cheaper, and why many people don't purchase it. The biggest differences, at least to me, with this airplane is it's a little bit longer. A few more operators have it, and it can fly a little bit longer as well, I believe, if you have like the auxiliary tanks. But other than that, I mean, it's the same 7.3 you've always had. I never asked you this, Alex, but what do you think about the 737 MAX 10? I think it's overkill. But I did see WestJet has one painted in what Boeing field right now. So that's interesting. If you ever get the chance, try to get a tour of the Delta Tech Ops in Atlanta. At the test stand, they ran a 757-300 engine up for us, and it ran away from them full throttle. The way it shook the test pylon was crazy. Jesus, I've done that once. I've done it once. I think I've done most of the Atlanta things you can do, other than this Delta Dream Flight thing, because nobody told me about it, and this was by the time I moved, so it was too late for it. But I've done a Tech Ops tour. I've done a tower tour. I've done the like, you know, the buildings on the north side that have all the Delta facilities and whatnot, whatever they do in there. I've been in there, and then obviously the museum. I have not had the planes do a run up for us though. That's crazy. Is there a Gulfstream 550 that's the best Gulfstream? No, the one that, how do I say it? The guy that made it, he's only made a 650 and a 700. And they're really decent airplanes. Obviously, it's not a real Gulfstream. It's like a Longitude with edited systems and a model to look like a Gulfstream. And the cockpit's really, really bad. But it flies from point A to B. But yeah, it's only the 650 and the 700. I'm doing PVD to PBI. It's the first flight one on IRL. Nice. That'd be fun then, Palm. I've noticed the auto flare like the other day landing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, I don't know if it's the auto flare feature or if it's just the flight model. But it is very, very light to flare that thing. He says, imagine being in the plane, you're just doing like this. Just, oh shoot. That's actually so cool. I bet it's sick. Yeah, let me see if I can find a picture. We're also looking at the Discord again real quick. Was it, I think it's not in my server. Somebody sent it in in another server. Is it here? Yeah, here it is. This is from Mr. Air Bossman, if you guys know who that is. But yeah, this is in what is he saying? WestJet fresh paint on a 737 MAX 10. Charlie Foxtrot Mike Whiskey Yankee. So I mean, I don't know. It's a weird plane to me, man. It's just like the 787X, dude. Like, I don't get why you need a plane that damn long. Like, it's just that, the 757-300, like there's so many. It's just so awkwardly long. I don't get it. Oh, it was this. I saw you post this. Dude, that looks so much fun, bro. I would love to do this. Dude, like this looks so freaking fun. I want to go snowboarding. All right, and then what do we get here? Someone wanted me to check out the screenshots. So Orbix Atlanta win, dude. That I've heard from some people. I'm not gonna name drop, but I finally got some insider info about the scenery. And what I've heard is they contract people to make sceneries for Orbix, which I already kind of knew. But what I didn't know is that all those contracted people have now moved on from the project. So there's literally only one person making that Atlanta scenery now. One person. So we're never getting that scenery, dude. I'm not even going to wait for it anymore. I love this Astrojet livery, dude. I'm so happy they finally brought it back in real life. I was in like some extensive maintenance for a while, or just sitting out. It wasn't flying. But yeah, we're not getting that plane or that airport anytime soon. One person making the entire Atlanta Hartsfield. It was fun while it lasted, guys. It was fun thinking that we would maybe get the scenery, but yeah, we're not getting that. Sadly. How much do you think the PMDG 700 will cost? It's the same as the 800, right? 70 bucks, I think. So it'll probably be the same discounted price that they made for the 800. Seeing like a Cadillac at power, dude. I bet it is. That's 7.5 all over the place then. You're gonna make me try to look up videos for that now. I want to see it just shaking. What's up, Flight Force? The NE A350 is overrated and junk? You think it's junk? I'm one of the people, like, I know I'm partnered with them, but I have like my own opinions and everything, especially when it came to the Fort Worth scenery. I was being completely honest when I said I don't think it's that amazing, even though we had a whole thing about that. Anyways, I think people personally give the NE 350 too much hate. That's just me. Now, granted, it did have all the WASM issues and whatnot, and you know, that was a whole thing. I'll give you that. That was terrible. But I'm actually a fan of the 350, dude. After using DLSS, my performance is a lot better. With the new sim updates, it's a lot better. It flies. I don't ever have WASM issues in it. And I mean, the worst thing it does is that like shimmy braking thing, and then the flare is a little awkward. But I personally like it. I think people just give it too much hate. I don't know. That's just me. Mark Neal says contact MLMX radar on 122.8. Please do not type in this chat. Type in this chat. There you go. They should just give the contract to any builds incoming, dude. And it sucks too, man. I'm telling you, like the power of a flight sim scenery, dude. I mean, it was showing yesterday and even weeks before that. The Fort Worth came out, you'd never see anybody in Fort Worth. There would be nobody flying into that airport. And then the scenery comes out and there's always controllers, there's always planes, always a center on now. Like, imagine what happened to Atlanta, or what will happen to Atlanta if we get a good scenery. I mean, it's already busy as it is, but imagine an Atlanta scenery comes out. Dude, VATSIM is practically shutting down. You know how many people, like, okay, a VATSIM Atlanta event now has like what? 250 planes at a time. That Atlanta scenery comes out, oh dude, that's 300 and something people plus easily. Like, oh man, that'd be awesome. Be really, really cool. No one give a fuck about Atlanta. It's always the Canadians saying that, man. It's okay. This DFW for the win, I'm telling you, bro. And I like flying into Fort Worth too now, because we have a pretty good scenery now. And controllers are always on, so it's actually fun. They got a bunch of cool routes. I'm telling you, before that, there was nobody in Fort Worth. Nobody would fly, no controllers were really online. But the second that scenery came out, dude, it's packed. Super packed. Where says this L1011 by Innie's gonna be good? I saw the post about it. I'll maybe fly it once or twice, just mainly because they did say they're gonna add a GPS to it, so I'll fly it then. But I don't know. I don't think that's a plane I'll fly very often. I've never said I wanted to fly an L1011, so that'll be interesting. We'll see though. Should be cool. I've had one, and that was when the plane first came out, and I was like, I don't know what I was doing, but I was messing with a lot of the stuff, and I basically broke the plane myself. But other than that, I've never had one in that 350. And there's still people that get them to this day, so I don't know if it's like just a user-based thing or what, but there's some people that still have WASM issues in that plane daily. I'm like, how? Hopefully you're doing well though, Mr. Lickus. Appreciate you hanging out. Have you tried capping your in-game FPS to half your monitor hertz? I've seen the whole thing about it, Greg. I haven't personally done it, no. I think the way my sim performs now is good enough. I don't feel like going through the rabbit hole of doing the whole capping the frames and then doubling it with frame gen to get it smooth. I've heard it works, but I'm not gonna try it. I'm all right. It makes a huge difference at the forest scenery in the Dallas area. It's a great mod. The worldwide trees, is that a payware or a freeware mod? You've actually been on one? My grandma was on one. She did a Atlanta to LA back in the day. She has a bunch of pictures. Need to do some Norwegian 737 max ops. I might. That's very common though. I've done a lot of those in the past. So we'll see. I still want to fly in gold though. We got to fly in South America. Find like what is that? Santos Dumont. I think that's the airport. That really short with the weird RNAV into it. That'll be cool. A very eventful day for me so far. Did your flight get canceled again? I heard it got canceled yesterday. What's up, Ashley? Says I'm flying at a Phoenix International Airport in Arizona 1. Nice. There you go. That's the way to do it. Atlanta is unknown. Right. Right. Someone was saying in the DFW and the D gates that's on the departure screens, there are any logos next to some airports, and maybe those are featuring any projects. Oh, really? That's actually a good observation. What airports are on there? I doubt that any builds will do in Atlanta though. I would actually be surprised if they did. I think the next sceneries that they're probably gonna do is, I don't know, what would you guys think any would do? Because the only thing about them, they'll make something super big, but also make some super small random airport. So they could practically make anything you think of. It's just what would they do? I would say they would make like a, I hope a O'Hare or something. I would like a Fly Tampa O'Hare. I think that would be pretty cool. But maybe in any builds O'Hare, we could have a, I don't know, maybe an enhanced version of Gatwick. I think Gatwick can use an upgrade, something like that. I don't know. Yeah, Orbix is doing Atlanta, but I was saying earlier, I don't know if you were here, I got insider information that it's one person making the Atlanta scenery now. I've already known, I think everybody knew, but they contract people to make their sceneries for Orbix, like, you know, their Burbank and a few other their other sceneries. They all are contracted to get worked on. So like some people will come out from different places and they'll work on their scenery and it'll get published as Orbix, even though Orbix didn't specifically make it. So that's the same with Atlanta. The thing is, they had a bunch of people working on Atlanta, but now all those guys left and it's just one guy working on Atlanta now. So it either can mean it's basically done or it can mean it's going very, very slow. One of the two. Miami would be a good one. We need a better Miami. The BM World Miami is good, but I would like a better one, in my opinion. A Liverpool? Interesting. That'd be cool. I know they already have a Gatwick, but the last time I flew into Gatwick, the scenery is kind of iffy, so I was saying maybe if they made like an enhanced version with like new textures and stuff. That's an old scenery though they made, right? I want to say that came out in like 2022. Kansas City would be sweet. I don't know if anybody else other than people that live in the US would fly there, but Kansas City is something we need. If we're going that route, we need a Pittsburgh as well. Pittsburgh would be pretty cool to have. Mark says Canada sucks. And any builds Houston and Intercon? Yeah, I could see them doing that. Intercon would be pretty nice. Check my DMs on Discord. Let me see. Oops. There you go. Yeah, Pittsburgh and MCO, those are two. For what, Chelsea? Any build Stafford Regional? Dude, if anybody knows how to make a scenery, please make me a Stafford Regional. Please. I would love to have just a quick and dirty Stafford scenery. I've been trying to figure out how I can make my own scenery, but I don't get how to do that crap. I need Vertical Sim to do it. Vertical Sim Stafford Regional, dude. That'd be great. Yeah, we need to update it San Diego. It has like the actual new terminal because they're using it now too. I didn't even know that until the last time I flew there. I knew they were still making that terminal, but they're actually using it now. Like planes are actively parking there. So yeah, we definitely need that ASAP. Yeah, I didn't really know that. I knew they had a few sceneries that I thought they made, but yeah, they're basically just a publisher. They don't actually make the stuff. I didn't really know it. Enhanced scenery for Detroit. Do we not have an enhanced Detroit? Interesting. I think the Detroit we have now that I've been using in 24 is not bad. It's good enough. Again, I'm not a, you know, Detroit native, so I feel like some Detroit natives maybe would want a better one. But for what I use it for, it's not bad. Oh, they did Canadian? Okay, I might have to go check it out then. I haven't flown again. I mean, in my defense, I haven't flown into Gatwick in like a year, so maybe that's why. Any St. Louis, that'd be a good one too. Pyreeg Atlanta though, dude, jeez. The frames would be amazing and the detail. Is there a good Tulsa? I want to say FLIGHTSIMEXPO just came out with one. No, did they? Let me look it up. I think FLIGHTSIMEXPO came out with Tulsa. Yeah, they did. FLIGHTSIMEXPO has one. Let's check it out. Here we go. Doesn't look bad. The jetways look a little awkward. I like that though. Ramp looks pretty good. I think this is a pretty good scenery. Yeah, I'm okay with this Tulsa. I don't fly to Tulsa ever, but I would be okay flying into that scenery. Okay, what's up, man? Says we need a MCO. You think we still need an MCO? That's what I like the top picks right now. MCO. Oh yeah, what Yoham said. The Sichuan. Yeah, dude, we need that airport. I didn't realize there's a lot of airlines that fly into that. We don't have one. We have like the secondary airport, which is stupid. I like that, yeah, that's a good one. But yeah, MCO, Pittsburgh would be cool. I would like those. Welcome back, Mr. Planes. They do Sacktown. We get NetJets. We get a bunch of random mom and pop companies. I think the only one we really don't get is VistaJet. Okay, Chelsea. There you go. Steam or Microsoft Store. All right, Chelsea wants you guys to help him out with this poll. So if you could be so kind, answer accordingly. This is really pretty out here, though. We're literally just flying the coast this entire flight. It's really, really nice. Yeah, good Cancun. Well, I don't know. I think we have a pretty decent Cancun. They just need to fix the weather in Cancun. I've never seen that before, but it's like weird to me having like a weather issue at one airport. It's always hazy, no matter if it's a clean, beautiful day outside in real life. It's hazy in the simulator, and it's been like that in 2020 and 2024. I don't know if anybody's brought that up to Azoba, but I feel like we should, because it's a really weird bug. It's just always hazy, no matter the time, day, or weather. It's always hazy. Yeah, you see, you guys know what I'm talking about, the Cancun haze, dude. It's really weird. What if I bought it on Xbox Game Pass? That's Microsoft Store. That'll be Microsoft Store. What is that, New Delhi, Varen? Oh, it's their old one. Okay, so it's not their secondary, it's their old one. That makes sense. Yeah, we need their new one, though. I want to fly that 350. That'd be fun. All, what is it, like green, blue, red, orange, and then the panda on it. Livery's sick. Actually, I just pulled it up. Have you guys seen the one that me and Yohem were talking about? Let me show you all this. This livery is so freaking beautiful, but the issue with it is that the airports that it flies into, we have no sceneries for. Not even like good freewares. But look at this thing, man. Beautiful livery. Got some red, got some orange, some blue, some yellows, some green, and then pandas on it, dude. It looks beautiful. But it has no scenery. Fort Wallen Beach. Interesting. Let me look that up. Okay, VPS. Oh, that's a fly too high one as well. Oh, this is a straight Air Force base though. That might be something though if we try to do like some C-17 ops or like C-130 or something, like I was talking about earlier. Actually, a good shout. Interesting. All right. Everybody's just naming every scenery that we need. We need a lot of sceneries now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, we do need an updated Charlotte. Updated Charlotte would be pretty nice. I think MK could do a good Charlotte. If we had to pick a developer, I'd pick MK. I think that's right in their range of doing sceneries. Wagwan Element, how you doing, man? Oh, really, Carl? Nice. Yeah, 717 out of there would be pretty cool. I'm glad you know your colors. I'm just naming all the colors that's on there. Like the most colors I've seen on the livery. They've added like everything. This guy sacked down. Oh boy. Lots of fighters going on there too. We do a C, what do you call it? An F-16 stream. Okay, that makes sense. Because people were saying they're flying airliner route, so it's passenger and a military base. So is it kind of like Charlotte? Or not Charlotte, Charleston? They have the military side and then the passenger side. We're gonna get one by TFDI. I think they probably are planning to bring it over. The problem is when and how long is that gonna take? I say I want a 717 in the sim too, but realistically, I'm probably flying it like what for a good month or two, and then I probably won't touch it again. Just because I want to do like Delta and AirTran, and then we'll obviously go do some Qantas ops and Hawaiian. But after that, there's really nothing else to do, so I don't think I would fly it that often after. Do I know any good 11-hour flights? Not off the top of my head. Try checking a flight radar, man. Look on a flight radar and just click anywhere over like the Atlantic Ocean. Those are always around 11 hours and more. Have you had little stutters while using the drone cam after the chase plan update? Every now and then I have, yeah. The biggest issue I'm getting with the new update is the flyby cam. When I fly by and then I get here, I'll just show you actually. So when I fly by and it gets to the furthest place, it kind of zooms in and flips. It's really weird. So you'll see. Okay, it didn't do it this time. Never mind. It did it on my takeoff though. It would like zoom into the plane, delete the whole plane, and then flip upside down. I don't know what it was doing, but that's the only issue I've had really. What's up, 45? He says, has someone... Oh, you're just telling me someone was impersonating you in Captain Canada stream in game. Captain thought it was you. Oh, was that why somebody was asking me if I enjoyed his GA fly-in? Oh boy. I wonder who that was. What, he was flying on Microsoft with them? Or he was just in the chat? Thank you for telling me though. I guess Cross the Pond went down to once a year. Cross the Land will be the second event. I saw. They're only doing it once now. So I'm guessing that means one year it's eastbound, the next year it's westbound. Or I wonder if they're just going to make it like a vote. I think that'll be interesting. I can't remember the last Cross the Pond that I've done though. I think the last one I did was the one I streamed. Mr. Wise says, yo, everybody get this man to 300 likes so he can get a Valentine, right? We're at 77 likes though, so if you guys haven't, hit that like button, man. Do me a solid, would appreciate it. Lucas has a fever. He's been sick like all week, dude. Hopefully he gets better. They're just alternating east and west every spring. Got you. Yeah, that's the, I guess, best thing to do. That's crazy. That's really showing how much VATSIM's growing, dude. Especially even with these like normal F&Os. F&Os recently are getting crazy. I mean, it's It's actually really impressive to say the least, but I mean, I'm shocked. Like, I remember FNOs have always been busy, but it's never been how it is now, dude. There's always like at least 200 airplanes in the airspace for an FNO. When I remember, it used to just be like maybe 120, 130. I remember like the big FNOs were always like on the East Coast and like Atlanta or like Orlando, and you would see maybe like at most 110 arrivals, 120 arrivals, maybe like 35 departures, something like that. But nowadays, dude, it's like no matter where the FNO's at, 200 and something planes in the airspace at a given time, 150 arrivals, 50 departures at the same time. It's like, geez. I swear I feel like a VATSIM now, dude. I've only been doing VATSIM for maybe 3 years now. I think it's been 3 years. And in 3 years, I've seen it change like completely. Some for the good and some for the worst. Yeah, that's the worst part, Carl. Now, granted, I always think about how I started. I started back when, you know, the Atlanta events were having that many people flying around at a given time, no matter if it was an event or not. So I was the idiot on VATSIM getting yelled at and having my sim crash and whatnot. But, you know, I actually was trying. Some people just get on the network and just don't try. Delta 8335 ready for takeoff. Radio check, radio check, radio check, radio check. Can I get a radio check, please? Especially in Europe. Yeah, I've heard the European guys are a little bit worse. I've seen some VATSIM clips. Guys got it going on a little rough over there, eh? Excuse me. Thinking Brisbane to San Francisco. That's a long one. I want to fly to Brisbane again, though, dude. It's such a nice scenery that AnyBuild's made. That was an awesome summer stream we had, dude. I remember that one. We did, what was it, Brisbane to Sydney, I think? I think that was one of my biggest Kong lines. We had like 30-something people flying that day. Oh yeah, Carl, I've seen people like straight up, they'll be asking for like a taxi clearance to a runway. They'll read it back and then completely do the opposite of what they were told. Like they just read it back to read it back and then just taxi it their own way to the runway. I need to start enabling, like, what do y'all use for clipping? Is it that metal thing or something? I need to download that and start clipping this stuff, because the stuff I hear on VATSIM is crazy. Like, dude was like, yeah, taxi runway 24 via Papa Tango cross 23, hold short 24 at Mike. And he'll read it all back perfectly. And he's taxiing to the left, to the right. He's going southbound. Now he's turning around and going northbound. I'm like, and the ground was just like, what are you doing? He's just making up his own taxi. We do the Tampa event tomorrow, and oh shoot, the Tampa event is tomorrow. Okay, change the plans. I was gonna fly the 777 tomorrow, but I think we'll probably do that. We'll see. Anyways, I'll think about it. But yeah, isn't there a 24-hour VATSIM thing? What's that about? Is it 24 hours of entire VATSIM or just 24 hours of a certain sector? Because I've seen the 24 hours of like sectors. They'll have controllers on for 24 consecutive hours. That doesn't usually mean complete full staffing though. That means usually they'll have at least a ground or tower on the whole time. And then a center. But where are you seeing that? I'll go check it out. I've never seen like a complete 24 hours of VATSIM, like in total with everybody being on. MJ says, we are doing Singapore to Newark, right? No. How was the Grand Canyon with Canada? It wasn't me. Somebody just told me it was somebody impersonating me. You're like the third person that asked me. I was like, what? That was not me. I guess somebody was acting like me or something. Disco, what's up, dude? Says in March, it's the 24 hours of Sydney. Okay, yeah, I've seen those. Like 24 hours of Sydney, you know, the 24 hours of ZLA. I've seen stuff like that. But I've never seen like 24 hours of entire VATSIM. MJ says I'm reading fake chats. What do you mean fake chats? I watched the Grammys. When was that? The 777 into Tampa. I mean, if I could find one, maybe. I gotta see what we can do out of Tampa. Does Eastern fly out of there? Or maybe like Omni Air or something? We'll see. 'Cause I was planning to do the cool... Here, I think I still have a picture pulled up. I was planning to do this really cool 777 livery tomorrow. Is it this? Yeah, it is. The museum... Or what is this? I guess the Shanghai Museum, something like that. This thing is freaking... And they got Jeff on this livery too, so he did a great job with it. Look at that. I was planning to do this tomorrow. But if the Tampa event's going on, I think that might be fun, so we'll see. We'll figure out something to do. Mainly just because when there's events like Tampa and stuff, like Atlanta gets on, the Northeast gets on, so it's like that whole area has ATC controlling. So not really doing it for Tampa, but for, you know, the whole other ATCs that hop on. We'll see. We'll see. Do I stream on Hotmail? I do. I do indeed. Well, not what are the Grammys. Sorry, that's not what I meant to say. When was the Grammys? Not what is a Grammy. It says on the calendar there's only 24 airports I'll be on. So yeah, really? Okay. Well, that makes sense. Jesus says RD to Tampa? Maybe. We'll see. I want to do something semi-interesting and not just a basic route, because some people get mad every time I do basic routes, so we'll see. I'll start doing some digging after I end stream. That's interesting. What about the calculator app? It's on the new meta. Oh, it's the new meta. I don't do calculator streaming just yet. I'll get into the calculator. We'll see. Right now I only do Amazon Alexa streams. I do Samsung smart TV streams. I do smart thermostat streams as well, and YouTube. Haven't got to the calculator side just yet. Asian ops are nice to you. Neglect all the ANA in Japan and China Southern so much. I know, I don't fly over there at all, really. But yeah, if we stream that, which I think we still will sometime this week, we're gonna do a Shanghai to Haneda. I think that'll be pretty fun. It's about the same flight time as this flight, 2 hours, 30-ish minutes, 40-ish minutes. MD-11 farewell stream? That could be something too. I think they flew out of Tampa, so maybe. See? Oh wait, they do that? Ooh. That's not bad, Hazar. I like that one. With the... What's that airline? Caribbean Air or whatever? Or I know what airline you're talking about. That's not bad. I like that. How long is that though? Airport in the Antarctica to Tampa. That's interesting enough. Yeah, we're gonna do freaking Wolf's Fang to Tampa. Yes, I do indeed, Blairy. Samsung Smart Fridge streams. Just started that. Gotta check it out. Oh, I know, GD. I'm just saying in total. Like, I like doing flights that are somewhat interesting to myself too, and also something that would interest other people to fly into different places, stuff like that. When it comes to like flights I like doing now, like if I did Atlanta to Tampa, I would be bored myself. So I wanna find something semi-interesting, but not super basic. We'll see. This sphere stream, what is that? What is that, Sanchez? Don't stream on a pregnancy test. I've started looking into that. I can't really figure out the logistics behind it, but we're getting there. We're getting there. Philly to Tampa with MD-11? That's an easy one to do. Philly's a good scenery. I don't fly to Philly ever, but it's a good airport. MK makes it. I noticed that the other day. It was probably a month ago now, but I did a nighttime flight and I didn't realize that they had like the full interior done and all that. I was like, dude, this looks nice. Ace says, how tall are you? Somewhere between 5'11" and 6 foot. Some people say I'm 6'1", some people say I'm 6 foot. And then the doctor a year ago said I was 5'11", so I don't really know myself. Somewhere around that range. You ever heard the Ranger 2000? What's that, Jasper? I have no idea what that is. Yeah, Grand Cayman Airways. That would be cool. With their Max. Ooh, I think we might have to. I have that scenery too. Oh, that's your neighborhood? Sweet, Spin. Yeah, we're gonna do that flight. If we don't do it tomorrow, we'll probably do it Monday or something later this week. Because I want to fly that livery. That livery is really, really nice. TV says Tampa to San Juan. Check out the new San Juan scenery. Just did that. Even though it was like a week ago now. That was my stream I did about 2 streams before this. We did, what did I do? Orlando to San Juan. I had early access to the scenery, so we checked it out then. It's not bad. It's all right. Should do some flights in Asia. Let's, not Japan, like, Bangalore, India to like Phuket, or how do you say it? Phuket or Singapore? We've done the Phuket flight once. That was a really nice scenery. I definitely should. I think we're probably going to have like a good few streams outside of the US for a while. Flying the Airbus around, 777, stuff like that. Because I do need to fly to more places, especially Asia. I don't fly to Asia. I don't fly in Asia. I don't really fly in... I mean, I really don't think I just don't fly in Asia. It's like the biggest place I haven't visited in a while. We've done some flights down to like New Zealand. We've done Sydney, European stuff too. So it's really just Asia. Are they still working on a GD? I hope it comes out sometime soon. Because we have a great Narita, but I mean, there's you know, only so many operators that fly out in Narita. All right, top of descent's in about 40-ish miles, so we're going to start getting our charts pulled up and ready to go because we do have some controlling for us tonight. Let's go arrival. Let's go airport info. We'll get that thrown in. Let's go star. We're going to be on this guy. Sorry, this guy, the 1 Alpha. Approaching, we're coming in for 4. What does the ATIS say? Information Foxtrot, runway 4 in use. So we'll use runway 4 still. I'm gonna do the RMP. And let's go here. Then we're gonna be joining from this guy. So we gotta cross him 230. That's in the box. So we'll get this thing down here in a second. Let's ping out the cabin. Let them know we're about to start getting down. Oh, you want me to fly to Vegas? I thought you were saying you want me to fly a sphere or something. I was like, what? That went right over my head. My bad. The lake says in hills. All right, all right. The Tokyo Bay approaching Haneda. If you have the scenery, is epic. Dude, I've done like no flying there. I've done no flying into Haneda. I've done a lot into Narita, but not many into Haneda. Australia, I mean, not often, but we've done more Australia flying than I have in like Asia. I don't fly into Russia ever though. I still do want to fly into that one airport that had the Olympic stuff going on. It's just I can't find a day where I want to fly 4 hours to that airport. I think like some of the shortest flights they have are like 3 hours and 30 minutes. So I got to find a day where I actually want to fly for that long. I was about to say, they just came out with one, right? I remember him sending me pictures. Might be something you have to do. What airlines fly out of there? I have to pull it up. United Pilot, what's up, man? Says I flew today and did a perfect turn around the point. Nice. There you go, dude. I don't know why, but turns around a point for me were some of the hardest maneuvers to do. I don't know why. Weather in TOS is snug right now, so anti-ice is needed. Uh-oh. Speaking of snow, all of our snow is finally starting to melt. We still got a bunch on the ground, but it's really only in the places that doesn't get sunlight. Like, it's kind of funny. My house gets direct sunlight in the front, so all the snow is basically gone in the front, but my backyard and my neighbor's house facing me, they have snow still. Yeah, so cheap, Canadian. So cheap. Which one though, Blairy? Or I don't know if that's, let me see. Because I know there's like 2 Osakas. There's a good freeware one, if that's the one you're talking about. The freeware is really, really good. Then there's another Osaka. Oh no, there's actually both. Hold on, there's a senior for this one too. What does this one look like? I saw a few people streaming that one. It looked kind of cool. Yeah, this scenery is terrible. Yeah, I don't know about that, Blair. This airport sucks. Okay. I mean, I guess it's all right. This looks like it was made originally in 2020. Wait, I can't even tell. Why do some pictures look like it's good and then others look like it sucks? I don't know, maybe. That's a weird thing they got going on. Some of the pictures looks like it's terrible and then others it looks pretty good in. Spain would be one too, yeah. You could fly the Vueling. I think they fly into there too. No, I was thinking of the other one, Blairy. The other Osaka, whatever that one is. I don't know the name of it. His screenshot's just not good. It's a pretty decent scenery and very good route, so it's worth it. Should I? All right, I might check it out then. Greg says the Thanzo light mod makes the 737 light so much better. Dude, it's amazing, man. I was flying it the other night in the Mexico City event. Oh, dude, beautiful. The wing lights and whatnot. It looks really good on the Max too. I don't know if you've oh wait, no, you're talking about Thanzo. Dude, try Ashton's. Try Ashton's. I'll leave a link for you here. Try Ashton's. I thought you were talking about his. Hold on. I like his a lot more. It's him and Mr. Saturday that makes it. He has one for the NG and then another one for the Max. Try this one out. I'm telling you, this one's so much better. I like this one. Danzo's pretty good too. I like his 777 interior light mod and whatnot. But try that one. Have you ever been reviewing an add-on? Have you ever been reviewing an add-on given for free on stream and it be trash and you just had to lie and say it's good? Oh no, I'm just completely honest with my reviews, dude. I don't think I've had an add-on where I have said it's just completely trash, but I think the one add-on that I like really dissed the entire stream was probably the CSS737. I think that was the only plane that I like completely trashed the entire stream, and that's because it was trash. I mean, it was my biggest stream to date too. I had like 400 people watching me because I was like the only one streaming it. And they did send it out to me. Just it was, you know, the same. I think it was probably a day or two before it was released publicly. And I was excited about it. You know, I got the plane sent over. I did a test flight throughout the day, and I was like, all right, it looks good enough. And I set up a stream for it. I don't know what happened. Oh my gosh, dude, that was terrible. I had people yelling at me, acting like I didn't know how to fly the plane. They were saying I was an incompetent pilot and crap. And then the plane came out publicly. And everybody was like, oh, I'm so sorry. This plane actually does suck. I think they've since like upgraded it and made it a lot better. But that plane was probably the worst thing I've streamed when it first came out. Dude, it probably did, Sam. I couldn't even tell you what happened with that plane. I had it go off route. It was stalling at like 300 knots. I mean, it was something else. I remember it like it was. I think that was the first issue we had. I was climbing up and I was at cruise. I wasn't in a coffin corner or anything like that, and I was at like probably 0.78 or something like that, and I was stalling, and I tried to increase the throttle and I was slowly falling out the air, and then I'm like, all right, well, let me put the nose down because maybe the speed tape's wrong. And then we realized that the speed tape was wrong, so we weren't actually at Mach 0.78. We were probably at like some way slower speed. Then the plane stopped flying our flight plan. The VNAV deleted itself. The ILS didn't capture. It was just so many things, man. Yeah, I want to say that was probably the only airplane that I've streamed that I was given for free and was dissing the whole time. Like I said, I try to be honest with my reviews. Now, granted, if it's like, you know, a product from like a developer that I like, and you know, it's not the best thing I've seen in the world, but it's doable, I'll say that. I'll be like, hey, I don't really love this, but I mean, it's not terrible. I'll say stuff like that. But you're never gonna catch me hands on my knees saying, oh, this is such a great add-on, dude, I love it, and it sucks. I know some people that do that, and it's kind of embarrassing, I can't lie. This honesty actually helps more than it does lying. Because, I mean, look at CSS. They've actually been improving their airplane. So, I mean, hey. There you go. One of the reasons I like owls. Don't hesitate to give your honest thoughts about add-ons. Even ours when you review would be brutal. I mean, I don't think yours is going to be that bad, though. I hope not. I have faith in you guys. You guys seem like you know what you're doing. I'm just that's CSS stream, dude. Oh my gosh. Like, I try to not have an ego myself, which I joke around and have an ego sometimes, but I like to be, you know, I like to say, hey, I know what I'm doing in the sim. I have some experience in real world. I would say I have a pretty good understanding for aviation. So I like to showcase that when I fly in the sim. But my ego for being a pilot just went straight freaking down that stream, dude. Like, I'm telling you, it was 400 people telling me that I was a dumb pilot. That was one of the worst feelings I've had in the flight sim, bro. 400 and something people just saying, oh, you don't know how to fly a 737? Come on, man. Why did they even give you this plane? It sucks. You don't even know how to fly it right. I'm like, dude. Yeah, I agree. Just be watching the add-on get flamed. I mean, hey, like I said, if it's like a minor issue, I don't like to target it, because I mean, granted, especially if it's like a pre-release or something, they're gonna be bugs. There's gonna be bugs. There's gonna be issues, right? So I don't like to focus on that stuff. But if it's straight just not working as intended, like again, the CSS, it's supposed to have LNAV, and the LNAV's not working. I mean, I'm gonna say something. What's up, though, North? How you doing, man? Appreciate you stopping in. British Aggie is also very honest and even has rubbed any builds the wrong way. Yeah, I've heard. And I don't really get that, man. I mean, I don't want to get into other people's content and whatnot, but I mean, what's so bad about being honest? I mean, like, I don't know. If I was a developer, I would like people to be honest about my product, because if it sucks and everybody's streaming it and saying it's great, and then the people that don't stream it says it sucks, I'm gonna feel some type of way, right? I'm gonna be like, whoa, why are you guys, I mean, I get you're trying to promote it, but I mean, this isn't good promotion, right? I don't know. I would get some type of way if people were trying to make my add-on seem better than it was, and it was just way better than it was. We need honesty as much as we know our products inside out. Criticism really helps. No software is every bug free. Exactly, right? Kind of need the people to bring up, hey, this isn't working right, or hey, I don't really like how this works. This feels weird. This looks weird, right? That's good. That helps the product. What MMPR scene are you flying into? I'm using the FlightSim.to one. It's not very good. I think it's only modified the taxiways. So it's still using default jetways and default terminals, but this is probably the one time I fly into this airport for a while, so I didn't feel like spending the $20-something for the scenery that really wasn't that much better. It was like an hour and 10 minutes. That actually might be the call, Chiron. I'm actually down to do that. Watch A330 driver flying the Latin VFR A340 and see how bad he trashed it. I bet that's great, dude. He's German too, right? So you just know how that goes. Those Germans are quick to tell you what's on their mind. Quality Wings needs to come back from the dead and finish that 787. They went bankrupt. Don't believe that. All right, so I'm going to see what we got going on here. I usually like doing a 30-mile radius ring because that's like usually the approach controller's airspace. But this map is saying I'm in his airspace right now, so let me confirm. Let's see. Oh yeah, I am in his airspace. But yeah, let's give him a ring real quick. I appreciate you guys all flying with us. So we got a pretty nice conga line with us tonight. It's awesome. All right, so we'll tune over, and then tower's on 18-5, so we'll get 18-5 tuned in. And there we go.
Aproximación Vallarta, el Aeroméxico 249 Foxtrot, ¿alguna velocidad en especial?
Uh-oh.
Aeroméxico 249 Alpha.
Let me get Duolingo out. Hold on, guys.
Recibido.
Sam, the 900 is great. I'm liking it. They just need to add the sound pack to it. It doesn't work just yet, but once Boris updates it, it's going to be perfect.
Alaska 936, reduce speed 180 knots. 180 knots, left 936. And Alaska 936, expedite. All
right, so what do we got today? We're descending on the 𝐂𝐨𝐳 1 Alpha. We'll try to catch in or check in with that.
Cross 44 at 4,000, clear for the RMP approach for Viva 691.
Aeroméxico 336, expect the RMP runway 04 approach.
The plane came to a stop on the runway. He's like, what the F are you doing? He says.
All right, the RMP approach
oh, man.
for Air Mexico.
Oh, there's Mark.
336.
Aeroméxico 249 Alpha, continúa descenso 4400.
This guy's moving these planes though, man. All right, looking at 29er, 9er, 3 on the meter. 1, 2, 3. Dude, he's moving right now. I can't even check in. I see that aviator. I mean, this is great. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, him. I'm trying to check in, but he's busy. Approach Alaska 437s out of 18,100, descending 𝐂𝐵RG 1 Alpha.
Alaska 437, welcome, radar contact. Continue descent 4,400, turn right heading 180.
All right, right turn heading 180, continue descent to 4,000 for Alaska 437.
Alaska 66 at a fall 240 on the 𝐂𝐵RG 1 Alpha run.
You said 4,500, right?
By Alaska 936.
I think it was 4,500, right turn 180.
When ready, proceed direct roll.
Alright, turn.
Alright, cool. Looking good here. Speed's still 260.
And Alaska 66, well,
and we're gonna let this thing do its thing.
Continue descent via the arrival to 4,000 feet.
You're flying the legacy version, yes, but there's another full version. You get both when you buy. What, the oh, the land VFR? You have that too, right, Yoham? The 340?
Alaska 66, turn right heading 190 for spacing.
Which scenery are you using? Beaver? I'm just using the default. There's a payware one by Phil there, but it's honestly not that great. So I'm just using the freeware.
Tower 118.5 via 5084. Thanks for the service.
It adds, you know, the runway textures, ground textures, the taxiways, and that's all I really need it for.
Stand by. Viva 691. Maintain 160 knots. Earth radar until 5 miles final.
10 knots until greater to a 5 mile final for Viva 691.
Hey, there it goes. The camera goes upside down. Really weird.
Volaris 1243, reduce a 160 indicados.
160 indicados, Volaris 1243.
Aeroméxico 249, 210 indicados, por izquierda directo Rorpo.
Roto y 210 indicados.
Oh wait, did I say default, Senior Beaver? I meant to say the default airport with a freeware enhancement. That's what I meant to say.
4,000.
My bad, I'm over here trying to listen to controllers.
Alaska 643, welcome.
But it's just the default scenery. It's not a scenery, but it has a enhancement pack over it. So it just adds like the runway textures and ground textures.
Right heading 190, 4,400, 643.
This is such a cool flight.
Viva
Like,
691.
look at
Sunset
this.
Tower now on 118.5.
18.5, review 691, thanks for 18.
Like, we literally just fly the coast. The entire flight, just flying the coast. That's so cool, dude. I don't know why I'm so interested in that. It's just because our flight path is literally just tracing the edge.
Alaska 936, you're cleared for the RMP
That's cool.
runway 4 approach.
Clear for the RMP runway 4 approach for...
Yeah, so they're giving people the RMP runway 4. Let's start doing some stuff here.
Alaska 643, continue, right turn 200 degrees.
Alright, so we switch to the RMP. That's fine. Let's go approach. RMP's already thrown in there. What are we looking at today? So we've got charts 12-2 effective. That's not me. 9 May 2025. Cool. Approach course is 040, so we'll set that. 040.
Alaska 437, proceed the right, direct the road pole. Correction, left, direct road pole.
Left turn direct ROPO, Alaska 437.
And Alaska 437, maintain 230 knots.
230 knots, Alaska 437.
Mexico 2, correction, Aeroméxico 249 Alpha, main.
Alright, new heading's 155. We'll set that.
180 indicados con 4400. ¿Pudiéramos descender a 4000?
Aeroméxico 249 Alpha, correcto.
Alright, 040.
Error 4000 y autorizado RNP a la 04.
Recibido 4000 pies, 180 indicados y con ROTPO con 4000 autorizado RNP a la 04.
Alright, so we're going to cross Pier 417. That's fine. Misapproach is climb on runway heading to Papa Romeo 409. Proceed to misapproach to VSMO. Hold at 6,000. A little bit steeper descent angle. It's 3.1. Happy's on the left-hand side. And our minimums today are going to be 560, so we'll set that in. Let's go Barrow 560.
Alaska 643, reduce 230 knots.
230643.
Aeroméxico 336, maintain.
We went right past that.
210643.
All right, 560 set. That's good. Coming up on 4,500. We got to cross ROPO at 4,000, so that's okay. Let's go back to Star. And let's just double check that's what it wants us. ROPO at 4,000 or above, 220 knots on the speed. We're at 230. Cool. In that cabin again, tell them that we're about to come through 10,000. Seatbelt signs are on. And what was that landing elevation? I should have put it in before. It's kind of late, but... Oh, it is. It's basically sea level. Cool. So I don't have to really change it. We're closer to 0 than 50, so we'll just leave it there. Cool. Back to Star here. Sorry, yeah, there we go. You got it, Sam. Oh, actually, Hazard, that'll be kind of cool. I'll try it out one day. I have 1 hour until I land in Carson City, so I hope you can keep me entertained till then. I got you, man. I don't know if we'll be live for another hour, but we got another probably good 25 minutes already coming in. Again, if you haven't already, hit the like button, man. 90 likes. We appreciate you guys for that, man. It is a coastal airport. I always forget. I was saying it earlier, but the approach flies straight over the coast into land, so that'll be fun.
Recibido. Tenemos 180 la presente.
Oh, actually, damn, Josh. I'm sorry to hear that, dude. I've been lucked out so far.
Alaska 66, reduce speed to 210 knots.
My favorite ship's brand and flavor? Oh, that's tough.
And Alaska 643, turn left.
That's really tough. I have my moments. Like, sometimes I love, like, barbecue chips. Or, like, you know, sweet and... not a sweet and spicy. Like a sour cream and onion chip. And then I like spicy chips, too.
Turn left, heading 250.
I would say my all-time favorite chip, though, has to probably be Takis.
Alaska 66, turn left, heading 170.
I love Takis. They are very good. All right, we're just going to tune 4,000 here. because I don't know if I misheard him or what, but I think he said to send 4,500 right turn heading 180 for that clearance that we got a while ago. But we'll just set 4,000. That's fine.
Alaska 936 radar service is terminated. Contact tower in 11815.
Should probably revert back to Summit Date 4 since PMDG products won't work well in Summit Date 5. I heard Fires. He said he did a complete flight with it without chase plane and he was fine. So I mean, you could try it out. But I'm not surprised if you have issues. You've had an update middle of the flight. Dang, did it like mess up your active hours? I've had that happen to me one time on stream too. My computer did an update midstream.
Alaska 437, reduce speed to 10 knots, clear for the RNP runway 04 approach.
Reduce speed 210 knots, cleared for the RNAV RNP 04 approach. Alaska 437. All right, so we'll delete the discount.
And Alaska 643, turn left heading 170.
And we'll keep it going down. 2,300 is what we're looking for, so we'll set that. 2,300, so let's go VNAV here. And let it drop us down 210 on the speed. The speed brakes will come out for this. Let's see if I can get this on profile here. Ruffles are good. Like I said, it just depends on the day, dude. I think Talkies are my all-time favorite, but like every now and then I like just the Lay's sour cream and onion, just the plain Lay's. Always like those smaller brand chips too that you'll find at the gas station. I like those too.
Mexico 3361, last passenger, turn right heading 210.
Oh well, yeah, I'm glad you had autosave. That probably helps out a lot. All right, so what do we got on the runway length today? I probably should check that before doing the flight, but you know, I'm a professional pilot. 10,000 feet tonight, so we're gonna rock with auto brakes 2 today. If I land 4, we could get off by. I'll probably just roll down to Gulf so I can take the high speed instead of taking our time and vacating right on one of these two. So we'll do that. Auto brakes 2 will be fine. We'll use light reversers. We'll try to get off by Gulf just so I could fly off, and then we'll pop a 180 and taxi down with this Alpha into the terminal. That'll be my plan. What's up, Echo? Appreciate you stopping in, man. How you doing? I've probably seen them before. Yeah, I've probably seen them before, Blue, but I have no idea what you're talking about.
Roger, right heading 180 and then maintain 4,400 feet, Alaskan 435.
All right, by the way, we're way out of 10,000 lights, please.
Alaska 66, turn left, direct Rorpo.
And music can come off.
43, turn left, heading 150.
You missed the R and T of NW Craft.
150,
We don't talk about that. Don't bring it up. You always slam the 900 ER. We're gonna see. This is actually my first flight with it. I've never, I haven't done a full flight with it yet, so we're gonna see how this goes. Next heading's 131, so we'll set that. And the field should be somewhere over there.
Mexico 336, turn left, direct Rorpo. And Mexico 336, you're clear for the RMP runway 04 approach.
Alright, clear for the RMP 4 approach, Air Mexico 336.
Alright, so this waypoint is going to want me at 214 on the speed, so we'll be a little bit under it. Then the next one's going to be 200. Yeah, I'm about to say, I just kind of bring it in nicely. If I flare too much, we are tail striking. All right, hold on. I'm opening up flight recorder so we can get our replays. There it is. Cool. All right, we got our replay. I don't know what's better, the view of mountains and a PVR or the view of snowy mountains and TOS. I don't know.
180, 643.
I like snowy mountains. Snowy mountains look cool, like in Innsbruck. That's always pretty nice.
And Alaska 435, maintain best forward speed.
All right. Final approach is going to be 040, so we'll set that. 040 set. Coming up on a 5-mile final here. We have not set up a VRF. Oops. All right, 144 plus 5. We're coming at 149. Flaps 30 today.
Alaska 437, radar service terminated. Contact tower now on 118.5.
Tower 118.5, Alaska 437. Thanks for being on.
Thank you, sir.
All right, let's go and slow down. Final approach. 118.5. Next notch. Flaps 5 coming up. And gear can come down. E-race and come back in. Next notch. And 2 more clicks to go. Arrows is going. Alaska 437 is about 5 out for the RNAV RMP 04.
Alaska 437, runway 04, QNH 2993, continue the approach.
Continue approach, Alaska 437.
Desalojando por
And flaps
Delta,
30 in transit. Spoilers are getting armed. Lights are all good across the board. 6,000 feet get set as the missed approach. And there we are, stabilized by a 5-mile final. That's how you do it.
Alaska 437, runway 04, wind 200 at 4, clear to land.
04, clear to land, Alaska 437. Can you each my landing? Can I watch your landing? Is that what you mean? We could check out some landings. There's a couple of guys behind us. I think we'll see the Phoenix and Neos by spring or early summer. I hope probably summer. I think that'll probably be more realistic time frame. We'll see though. All right, let's take over this aircraft here. Forgot my bind is not binded correctly. And my auto throttle, or my throttles I should say.
Approaching minimums. Minimums.
Continue.
500. 400. 300. 200. 100. 50. 30. 20. 10.
Super huge float. Nose down. Reverse coming out. Super big float. Yeah, we'll tap our brakes just a little bit here. All right, reversers are stowed. Welcome to Puerto Vallarta. I think that's how you say it. Awesome, motor brakes are getting off. We made it down. What did we get here? Can't even see. A 102, 1.13 G. Big float though, dude, I'm telling you.
437, welcome to Vallarta. Taxi via Gulf to the gate. Have a great night.
Go to the gate, Alaska 437. Thanks for being on. See ya.
Yeah. And thank you for flying.
Alright, tax light's coming off. Continuous. Continuous can come off. Strobes off. Wing lights off. And we'll roll it to the gate here.
Air Mexico 336, Gen frequency.
Sweet. I give up. I give up.
Air Mexico 336, approach.
Yeah, I always flip this airplane, dude.
Air Mexico
I
336.
kept trying to get it more and more nose down trim, but it's almost like the second I flare, I lose all my momentum, and I just start flying back up somehow while losing momentum. It's very weird. But we got it down. I just brought the nose back down. We were gonna slam. You want me to eat your landing? Jeez. Puerto Vallarta. Something like that. You know something sad? I went all the way to Spanish 3.
Última, ¿están llamando, repita?
Fixes when you were landing, you were like flying really fast. Was that your FOV high? It could have been my FOV. We came in at flaps 30, 149. So, I mean, we were pretty fast. That also probably led to us floating.
México 123, se le escucha 1 de 5, no entendí una palabra.
APU gets started up. And we'll slide her into the gate. What's up, Hard Charge? How you doing, man? I appreciate you stopping in. How you doing, dude?
336, Roger. Taxi via Echo to the ramp. Have a good night.
Delta 321 drivers would have taken Spanish 4 right. Look at this beautiful freeware scenery though, guys. This is awesome. Look how realistic it is. Wow. All right, so we'll pull this into the ramp and then we're going to check out some landings here and see what we got going on. I have no idea where Alaska parks, by the way. I didn't check, so we're kind of being unrealistic. But it's okay. I was about to say, like, I don't plan to fly here that often, so that's why I just went with this scenery. I was like, you know what? I mean, for the, what, 7 times that I'll fly here every year, it's worth it, I guess. I couldn't justify spending $20 for this airport, and I just thought about flying to it today. All right, just get this guy on mode, Charlie. And we're going to marshal myself in. Just for Cinco de Mayo.
Llamando escucha únicamente estática. Flight station calling, I on your setting. Flight 66 Roger, continue and publish 156 cabin approach 119 0. Aeroméxico 113, ¿se copiar? Aeroméxico 113 autorizado a México vía Volat, Hopper Tango 119S, posición plan. La quinta vía de salida Volat 1 Charlie a nivel.
Good enough parking. Alright, parking rate's getting set, APU gen's getting switched on. And we're just gonna shut them down. And then instantly turn our beacon light off. We're gonna check out some landings here. We made it. Sweet. All the Air Mexicos as well. All right, let's check out this Kong we had coming on in. I wonder if this airport has that weird haze crap going on too. It kind of looks like it. That's so weird, dude. Like I don't know. Maybe it is just hazy, but it kind of looks like that. It really is looking like that Cancun haze. Interesting. What's up, Recall? Appreciate you stopping in. Hopefully you're doing well. Is this default scenery? It's a default scenery with like a small ground texture enhancement that I found on FlightSim.to. It's basically a default airport though. Is it just the entire Mexico? I swear I only noticed it in Cancun. That's so weird to me though. I don't know why I would be doing that. You think it's humidity? I mean, maybe it is, dude. I know for sure though in Cancun, you could read the METAR, like just look at everything, even find like a live stream of the airport, and it's just always hazy, no matter what the weather conditions are. Sanchez says brake check. Yeah, I fixed my rudders, but the brake input is still 0 or 50%. So every time I tap the brakes, it's like I'm hitting it 50% in the sim. So it's whatever. Big float though, but we got it in. You doing a wing wave or a scary approach? You had to go around, Carl? Oh no. You think it's generally hazy regardless of the METAR? I mean, I guess. I don't know, man. It's just like I watched a plane. That was when I really noticed it, because I watched a plane spotting video of Cancun, and it was like it wasn't hazy at all. And then I looked up another video of plane spotting and it still wasn't hazy. So I'm like, why is it always hazy in the sim? Now, granted, them maybe it was up like what, the 2 days of the year when it's not, but I just thought it was weird. So I started asking around, and then I found out that it was a semi bug. So I don't know. It really blue? That's so weird. I don't know. I mean, it could be the sim. It could be just natural stuff going on. I couldn't tell you. What model matching do you use, Random? What's up, dude? I'm using AIG and IVAO. That was a nice one. I'm using AIG and IVAO models. Basically, all the airliners you see, those are AIG, like these and the Max over there. When it comes to flying like Cessnas and like business jets and whatnot, that's all IVAO. They usually have all of those. You think it's gunpowder? Yeah, gunpowder. This guy. You think that's what it is, Tribe? I don't know. It's very interesting nonetheless. Because I know for sure, like India, they always have haze, but I haven't heard about that in Mexico. All right, let's go here. Let's go here, just so I can show you guys what we had. Like I said, I think the fact that we came in at 150 knots almost probably was the reason for a big float, and also me just over flaring, but we don't talk about that. We got it in nicely. Right there in the center, still legal. 102 1.13G. That's a happy day for me. And I'm going to close down Valence because that's not very accurate anyways with watching traffic. We'll check out the guys we got coming in. G wants the scenery. I don't have a command for, but I could send you the link for FlightSim.to. It's just a really quick and done freeware scenery. But here you go. He really only like adjusted the ground texture. He didn't really do anything else. I don't think he messed with the terminals or anything like that. But here you go. Sam said smoothest owls landing. Ha 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 ha. Is it better on performance compared to FSLTO? Honestly, I haven't noticed a difference in performance when I switched, so I would have to get somebody to test it for me. It's also been a minute since I've switched to it. But I mean, unless you're using like the AI traffic, I don't really ever have issues with model matching performance. It's really just that AI traffic that really causes the issues, just because it's having to load the flight plans and all the animations and stuff. I will be though, Sanchez. If you want me to, I could join my my server tonight. I'll just drag everybody in there. Of course, Sam. All right, so this is what we are gonna do. Hold on. Just so I know what we're waiting for. Let's go to VATSIM radar and let's pull up the traffic from there. Jesus, bro, there is a lot of planes doing zigzags and stuff. Look at this. Look at all the what is going on? Oh, this guy just disconnected. Never mind. There's him, and then there's him, and then these guys look like they're still perfectly on track, and then this guy is coming from somewhere else. He's getting vectored up. Got an interesting little mini event going on right now, and then we still have all these guys. Oh, never mind. Yeah, these guys. They're all coming in too. I really appreciate you guys flying with us tonight. Like I said, it's always really fun to have a big conga line, because that's when all the controllers get on. They see the traffic and they just get on. So we like never really have to worry about not having a tower or something. All right, so I'm guessing 1430 is coming in next. I think that's him. We'll try to check for him coming in. Mr. Plane says second leg. No, sir. No, sir. One and done for tonight. We'll be live again tomorrow. And thinking about the route we're going to do, we probably can do 2 legs tomorrow for this Tampa event. Just the one and done for tonight. All right, let me see. Sign here. Let go. Boom. And let's make sure that this is still working correctly. Was that a good landing? I think it was pretty good. I think I got it down pretty well. Had a float, but other than the float, it was a respectable landing. All right, cool. Yeah, so 1430 is coming in now. He just turned in. Should I keep this haze? I feel like the haze is ruining it. That's fine. We'll keep it. It's kind of cool.
Alaska 1430, 5 miles on runway.
Anyways, what did I miss? Juice says Bluebird is aiming for release a week before FS Expo. Can bet you $1 million. You think so? We'll see. That would be pretty cool. Or maybe it's an Expo release. They release it at Expo. That'd be pretty crazy. Oh, that was you landing, Benjamin. Yeah, it was good. It looked good on my side. Looked pretty darn nice if you ask me. Yeah, so he's here somewhere. I'll try to catch like these next 3 coming in, because the rest, you see, you might be able to catch like the next 4, because some of you guys are still like 15 minutes out. I don't know if I'm gonna wait for you guys for that long, but just know I do appreciate you hanging out. Just cannot be asked to sit here and look at nothing and waiting for a plane to come in an hour. Yeah, I think I might do that one, Chiron, because like I said, I have the scenery too, so that'll be easy. You think that L1011 is coming out? It looks very done. I need to learn how to use that SIVA FMS. It seems hard. Yeah, I have no idea how to use it either, Drew. However, if you look down in their forum post they made, I think it's towards the very bottom, they are implementing like a makeshift GPS system into it, so you don't have to use the SIVA. I do kind of want to learn how to use the SIVA too, because if I can, I might fly the 7.2 on stream. We'll see. But I don't know. I think it's almost there, but I think in terms of systems, it still needs some more work. I think their modeling side's done though. Beautiful landing, dude. Just past 1,000 footers. Oh, it's a bounce. How? I think he just touched down so smoothly. He didn't realize he touched down, and he flared again. That was nice though, dude. Clean landing. I gotta figure out which model is the max though I'm running. I don't know if this is IVAO's model or if this is AIG's, because I swear I'm only using IVAO for like GA planes, but this max model looks so weird. It looks derpy. I don't know why it looks like that. All right, and then behind him is going to be Alaska 75, Mr. Gavin from Providence. Funny guy. Oh yeah, I forgot Chelsea was in here. Ask Chelsea himself, he would know. Or would he? You never know. First flight in the L1011 from Victorville to anywhere, like a revival flight. That would be cool. I want to fly what was it, Grumman? Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Something Grumman. Let me look it up. L1011.
Flight scale 1430,
Yeah,
back
the Stargazer. I don't know what that thing is, but I want to fly that. That looks pretty cool. I have no idea what it does. Yeah, I pulled up. I don't know if this is like a testing plan or like a... I don't know what this is, but it looks cool. And it seems to always be flying out of like deserts. I want to fly this thing. This would be pretty cool. I think we'll probably, if we do fly the L1011, I'll fly that. It's apparently pretty popular. It's well known, so I'm assuming they'll have this livery by release. Yeah, I honestly can't tell if this is like a test bed or something, because I'm seeing radars on it. I don't know. It does something interesting. Tell us A340-600. Soon, I hope. I'm just waiting until the day we get the email from Airsoft. It looks like it's close to being done, so I would I'll be down to fly it. I think we'll probably do... I lied. I think we might do a long haul on that. Just because there's very few flights we can do in that A340. 600, that's like under 3 hours. Off the top of my head, at least. But we'll probably do like a Lufthansa or something. Quick little, I don't know, JFK Munich turn. Something easy. You think this is the AIG model? Okay. Yeah, I need to switch it then. It looks weird. I think I like the FSLTL Max model more. The only thing is this model has all my liveries on it. Like I have all the special liveries for like every plane. It has a special livery for it. Gonna be arriving in 10 minutes. Sounds good. 777. What's your call sign? Yeah, they said they're gonna be doing the A340 600 with Tullis, and then they're gonna be doing the A330neo. Those A330neo systems would then transfer to their A330-300, and then apparently we're going to have really good A330s in this sim. We'll see though. I would not mind having a really, I guess I'm like playing music. I wouldn't mind having like a really good 330neo in the sim. I think that would be pretty fun. We shall see if that's what we get though. Because the headwind's not bad at all. It's just the cockpit is not an A330 cockpit, and the modeling is somewhat okay, somewhat questionable. So we'll see what they do. That'd be fun. And Max says, "You're dumb and suck, bro. You're dumb. You're spelling dumb wrong." But thank you, sir. Oh, Frankfurt to Raida? There's a, or not Raida, Riyadh. There's a scenery for there too, right? I think somebody just came out with one recently. Anyone doing a 747-200 and 400? That's PMDG. Those are the guys you're looking for. However, that's probably not coming out anytime soon. Nice. Everybody's getting these clean landings. It's a little wonky coming in at first though with that tailwind we're landing with. It's like a slight quartering tailwind that's kind of moving us over. That was nice. Zimp says, I always want to go on a Valentine's Day date and run some ATS. I could. I'll be down for some ATS later. I don't know about right now though. I'm going to end stream, get a snack, and hang out for a little bit, and then we can play it. KV says, will there be 2 legs tomorrow? Tampa, Grand Cayman, and back. If that's the flight we do, yeah. It's only about an hour and what do you say, hour and 20 minutes? So that'll be easy to do a return leg for. We'll see. I'm going to look at a flight radar. Look for any more routes I can find, but I think that's probably the best sounding one right now. Flying the Max. 737 Max. You think Phoenix is gonna make a 330? Dude, I really wish Phoenix would make a 330, dude. I mean, that would be wow. That would be an airplane, bro. Especially the sounds too that would come with default. Yeah, that is true what him said. I think the PMDG 747-400 will be out in 2027. When did they say it's coming out? I think they gave like a day or like a release period, but I don't remember what it was. What's ATS? American Truck Sim. Good old American Truck Sim. All right, we got. I'm gonna give these last two guys in. We'll do the 1310 guy, and then we'll do Alaska 480. I think we're gonna be looking at our replays. We've caught a few landings so far. Gotta go. Peace with you, Ben. Appreciate you hanging out with us, dude. We'll see you next time. Also, almost at 100 likes. Give me the 100 likes. We need a few more. Help me out. Hit the like button if you guys have not already. Do appreciate it. Do a Tampa to Miami round trio. Yeah, a round trip. I don't know if we could do that. I could imagine us staying on the ground for multiple hours doing that. Those are probably going to be the two busiest airports for that event. Tampa's the one that has the event, so that's going to be busy. On top of that, what do they call it? Is anybody a controller? What are they, like an assisting airspace, assisting controller? Anyways, Miami is going to be one of those assisting controllers, so they're going to be fully staffed too. So I think those two airports are going to be packed. That'll take us hours to get off the ground. Will I stream the ATS session? I'll probably be in my Discord. We're talking about joining my general chat later today, so, or I should say later tonight. So if I am in there, yeah, we'll stream it in there, just not on YouTube. Trebs says, recently got the Thrustmaster Boeing yoke for my birthday. Been doing nothing but 737 and 777 flights. Absolutely loving it. It's a great yoke, dude. I just really despise their pricing on it, dude. It's way too expensive, man. What are they selling it for now? Still 400 bucks, 500 bucks? I mean, that's it. It's a good yoke. It's great, but $500 for plastic is insane to me. I mean, that's ridiculous. Landing into Vegas from London right now. What do you fly? The 350? Sounds good, Varen. Hope you had a good landing. And I think I lied. We're just going to watch this guy come in, and then we're going to get to our replays. We've already been sitting here for like 30 minutes looking at landings. So again, I do appreciate you guys flying with us, but I would like to just look at my replays now. I'm like Mickey Mike, but better. This guy. Extreme says, what model matching do you use? I'm using a mix of AIG and IVAO models. All the planes you're seeing right now, though, is all AIG, which I actually did update earlier today. So I have all the newest liveries and whatnot with it. Okay, when you put it that way, yeah. Fair enough. Any plans for a long haul? Ooh, boy. You got it down on the 1,000-footers, but that was scary. But any plans for a long haul? Not right now, unless we get like the 340 that comes out. I don't have a plan for doing one on stream, at least. We got an Alaska Air Cargo. That's the wrong livery, but that's okay. Nice one, my man. But let's get back to our plane and let's start looking at our replays here. But yeah, I don't have a plan on doing one right now. If we, randomly get like a long haul aircraft, then sure, we'll stream a long haul with it. But right now, I'm just gonna stick to my domestic hops and whatnot. It's because there's software. What the heck? What is going on here? Okay. Interesting. But yeah, it's because their software is like really old. They haven't updated it. And what's weird about it too is even when you're like updating the stuff, it freezes. So it's one of those applications it's like appearing frozen, but it's still actually loading in the background. I don't know if you've ever had that happen with X-Plane. But X-Plane would be like frozen and it will like show up unresponsive, but it's actually loading in the background. That's exactly what it does when you like update or download the model. So it just makes it even worse to use, because if you start spam clicking, then it breaks it and then it actually crashes. But yeah, it's just an old software they use. I've been recording this entire time. Oh my gosh. I thought I stopped the replay. My mistake. All right, here we go. Let's see what my landing was talking about. And so we came in fast and we floated a little bit, but it was still a nice touchdown. Let's see what we got going on. Also, we hit 100 likes. Oh, no, we didn't. I lied. Yeah, now we did. It like reset. Appreciate you guys, man. Thank you, thank you. And again, I appreciate you guys all tuning back in and flying with us. It's been a whole entire week, 7 days on the dot since I've been live. So I appreciate you guys, you know, coming back to me. Ooh, I'm in the trees. I was like tiptoeing the ground. I was like 4 feet off the ground. That was crazy. Literally just tiptoeing. Put my spoilers back in. Check it out from this side here. If you hop in a VC, I may join in for a bit as well. For a little bit. Sounds good, Blair. Yeah, I'll probably join my general. I'll see what everybody else is doing, then I'll hop in my general for a little bit and hang out with you guys. Anchorage to Seattle today. Nice. We did that a while ago, didn't we? Oh, no, we did the reversed. We did Seattle to Anchorage. What airport would I love to be made? Ugh. What airport would I love to see be made in the sim? Atlanta. A good quality Atlanta. And that would be amazing. That was a nice landing though. Not too bad. Check out the wing V here, which actually looks pretty damn realistic right now for some reason. We'll blast the sounds. You missed the entire stream, Jesus Secta. We'll be live again tomorrow though, so we'll see you tomorrow, I guess. Nice. All right, throw it back out. Other wing view here. This looks really good right now, dude. You see this lighting? How many absences do I have? I only have 1 excused, and that was the day I was sick. Other than that, I got 0. Definitely not doing that this sector. Live with my little... Huh? What are you talking about? Beautiful. I think that's what we'll do, Hazar. That's a really, really good route, so I think that's probably what we'll do. But we'll see you then, man. All right, let's get an engine view. I just want 1. We'll get it on this side here. And then we'll get a flyby. You never get sick days excused, really? At my school, the way we had it working is you just had to call the school. Like my mom just called the school, let her know. The I guess attendance lady, and they're just like, okay, and it was excused. I think most schools they have to have like a slip from a doctor or something though, which is crazy. Yeah, whatever. She's weird though. It's not like a front office lady, because she works in like a secondary office. So it's not the front office. It's like a specific lady that handles like the scheduling and events and all that. She does attendance. My school's set up very, very, very weirdly. What's up, Airborne Geek? Nice videos recently, dude. I've been watching them. Hopefully you're doing well. Catching our replays into this airport. Beautiful landing. I don't know what the hell chase plane's doing, but we're upside down. Awesome. Dope, dope, dope. All right, we'll bring it back out to the farthest point, which was actually pretty quick. So we're going to pause it here for a second. Let's go to my music. La musica. Let's get this turned down. And we can outro playing, man. Okay, all my save sounds are gone. Oh, don't tell me it logged me out, bruh. It logged me out. Hold on. Let me sign back into my account. There we go. All right, saved tracks. Where's my saved track? There it is. Dope. Anyways, really do appreciate everybody hanging out with us again tonight. I know it's been a while since I've streamed, but we're going to get back into it. Just was taking a break. Didn't feel like yapping. Hopefully you guys understand, but we're ending the stream at 102 likes. Really appreciate that. Again, we'll be live tomorrow. The plan is probably flying the MAX Tampa to a Grand Cayman. We'll see what we find though, for other routes, but I think that's what we'll do. But anyways, we'll see you guys again tomorrow for the Tampa event, and have a good night. Peace. Oops.